Let's go! Welcome to Thursday Night Football, bitches.
What's up, bitches? What's up, everybody? I don't want to call you guys bitches.
Yeah, I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Dude.
What's up?
All right, we're a little bit late. We had some technical difficulties. Just to get that out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
Are you hearing me all right?
Oh, yeah, I got you. And it's funny because Kyle was saying that. He's like, I had to deal with the mic. And I'm like, every time, and this has happened, and anybody who's seen our live streams last season, every single time we try to live stream Thursday Night Football, there's always something wrong with my TV that it has to update. And I was telling Kyle, I was like, this is exactly what happened this time. And he's like, dude, every time we can never go one stream without it just going smoothly. It just has to happen like that every time. Right, Kyle? Kyle's having the technical difficulties again. Oh, well, let's go into the chat real quick while Kyle figures that out. Jinja, brand new Lions. He's got it correct. Brand new Lions. Is that Fruit Force, Rick? That's what I'm sipping on. Hell of a choice. Yes, sir. I got these for you. So cheers. Take a little sip together, Jinja. For you, I got a little Fruit Force Voodoo Ranger. Let's go. All right. So like Kyle said, we had some technical difficulties and we got here a little late, but you know, we're here. That's what matters, is that we're here and that the Packers got an interception here early in the first quarter. They settled for a field goal because that Lions defense is doing well. Now we got the Lions 1st and 10 from their own 25. About 2-3 yards there. On the carry by, who is that? Is that Gibbs or is that Montgomery? Oh, that's Montgomery. He's back. Number 5, Montgomery back. Yeah, I still don't hear you, Kyle. I'm sorry, dude. I don't know. Whatever you did last time, that worked. Whatever you did last time. But anyway, while Kyle figures that out and he looks like a silly goose, give you the game here. We got Goff on 2nd and 8, handing it off again. And that one, number 28, that one is Gibbs, number 26, sorry. And it looks like he got a first, so he's very close to it. But like Ginger said, brand new Lions. This team's looking great. They're both 2-1. Green Bay, obviously, we talked about it on our predictions episode. Got that win in New Orleans, going, being down 17-0, going into the fourth quarter. And they came out with the win. Kyle, can I hear you?
Can you hear me?
There we go.
I'm back?
Yeah. It might not be the mic, though.
Oh, do you think it's the computer?
Yeah, because I think, it's definitely the computer. Yep, we got a 1st and 10 here by the Lions. Kyle's still going to work through some technical difficulties here. But yeah, the Lions 2-1. Obviously, they kicked off the season with a win against the Chiefs. And like Ginger said, brand new Lions. These guys are good. Yeah, Goff threw an interception early, but a lot of people don't give this Green Bay defense credit. And after last year, I guess I could see why. But they're playing a lot better this year. Again, we saw what they did last week. They were able to kind of come back from that 17-0 game to win it. But now they got to face a Lions team that is pretty damn good. Kyle, let's see. They're showing the replay of the drop, now it's 2nd and 7, 9:42 on the clock. Let me know if I either have to pause it or you got to pause it or what the dealio is here. So we're both. What's that? Still can't hear you. Oh, we're good. Okay, we're good. Okay. I think that's what the thumbs up mean. We got Steve in the chat. Steve, what's up? Bonsai Danielson, bonsai.
All right. Well, if I got to use the fucking shitty motherfucking computer microphone, then that's what it is. Honestly, I think it's this cord right here is broken.
The cord.
Yeah. I have audio in the headset. I have it selected. I'm just not getting any audio.
Ooh. Good 3rd and 5. Oh, that's a 40-yard pass right there. Laporta, Kyle's got him in fantasy, so he's looking at Laporta right now.
Fucking let's go.
From their own about 40, they get, I think, down to the Packers 30, if I'm not mistaken. A mean stiff arm there at the end. Ooh, they got to about the 25 of the Packers. They're in good shape right now.
Yeah, that was a really good move. I'm gonna try to talk quieter because I'm sure it sounds better if I'm quieter, right?
I mean, you sound good right now, so but you might actually want to be a little bit louder. Oh, there's the pass! Touchdown! Touchdown, Lions!
Sam Laporta!
No, you wish. Amon-Ra St. Brown is the truth. He is the truth. Look at him. He does the Lambo leap into Lions fans. I love it. After that interception from Goff, gets a nice touchdown pass to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And, of course, it wouldn't be a Packers live stream without your boy Tyler Fink. Tyler Fink, what's up? Yeah. He's gonna, yep, there we go. Cheers to him and Steve. Cheers to both you guys. Ooh, almost with the block there.
Just squeaks it in.
Yeah.
All right, so... have you seen Star Six Media's YouTube page of the most recent short that was uploaded?
I have
20 minutes ago. I mean, 20 minutes ago.
Then I need to see it. Why? Tell us about it.
Well, I don't know how to say it, but the helmet Tom Brady was wearing in Super Bowl 49, signed by the entire Patriots and Bill Belichick, I just put it on my head.
I'm seeing it now. Super Bowl 49 helmet signed by the whole team. Kyle, God, what a video by Kyle. Steve's like, Kyle nearly destroyed history.
Dude, the dude's like the 70-year-old rich man, and I never met him before, and he was like, "You want to wear it and run around the house?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm not gonna do that." Like,
Kyle obviously,
likes older men,
whoring himself out to sugar daddies as he should. Only he's still got that youthful exuberance.
Only football fans.
Only football fans. You guys should go check out this short on YouTube right now during the break on Thursday Night Football. It's hilarious.
No, I wouldn't even dream that I was gonna do that today. You know what I mean? Like, that was just not on the game plan.
That is really cool, though. That is really cool. That's history. Steve's right. That's history, but he thinks that you definitely smeared Brady's signature.
Not on accident.
Not on accident.
Yeah, dude. So what do you make of this game right now? I know Green Bay got an early turnover, was able to put up 3, and Detroit responds there. So, do you think this is kind of how the game's going to go? Is going to be back and forth or high scoring for the Lions?
So here's my thing. I think it will be high scoring. What I hate is that when it starts off like this and a lot of people are like, oh, it's going to be a high scoring game. It always ends up being like 21-17. And I mean, that's still like, it's less than 40 points, but you would expect a lot more. You know what I mean? Like you would expect a lot more points. But I do think it is going to be a pretty high scoring game. Just off this first quarter, it looks like it could be a good one.
Yeah, I agree with you. So back in Lambeau Field, the Packers, I think they only had one home game, and it was last week. So they had a late season opening game, started on the road, and then the Saints game was their first home game, and they had a crazy good comeback. So I think that this is a fan group right now that's pretty optimistic moving forward as he takes this one out of the end zone. Almost did. Went down.
Almost.
Trying to continue to work things on my end, so just bear with it for a little bit.
Yeah. And here comes Jordan Love. Last week, 22 for 44, 259 yards, a touchdown and an interception. He had what did I say? 39 rush yards and a touchdown. He led the team with that. That's insane. That's how you know. I think Aaron Jones was out last week as well against the Saints. They missed Aaron Jones, dude. AJ Dillon, powerful back, but Aaron Jones is the guy. He's the guy in Green Bay.
Absolutely. And they're gonna fake the handoff to him here. And, Jordan Love.
He's going down. Sack.
Almost.
Sack. Lunch. Num 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 num.
He almost let the ball out of his hand right there. I mean, it's a sack by Bugs 96. Bugs is one of my favorite last names in all football. It reminds me of the way Lola Bunny used to go Bugs. When she was talking about Bugs. I love that last name, and there's Bugs with a huge play. I mean, that defensive line's really good. It's going to be – that's the story of the game. Is this Packers O-line going to be able to hold off Aiden Hutchinson? And
great pass defended there by the Lions.
Yeah, and that was Jacobs. I thought for a second that might be the linebacker. They're trying to just make this a more manageable third down and pick up 7. Yeah. Not able to do it, and here we go, 3rd and 16.
3rd and 16 right now for Jordan Love of the Packers. They're deep in their own side of the field. You see a great shot of Packers fans looking worried. I love it. That's Tyler Fink right now. He's so worried. Nothing makes me happier.
Nothing makes you happier.
There's a snap.
Because they're going to convert here. Watch this. Jordan Love.
If they do. But there's a flag.
I'm Mahomes.
Holding? Yeah.
Yeah, holding for sure.
100% holding.
I don't mind it. I'm going to give an unpopular little opinion here. If you know that a play is broken and it's not going to work, I don't mind, let's say it's so broken that the quarterback's going to throw the ball away. Yeah. I don't mind a hold there. It's like, look, I'm not going to have my quarterback take an unnecessary hit. It's a broken play. It just sucks when the quarterback does something really special and somehow converts, and then the holding kind of calls it back. But
yeah, that's true. You don't want Love, who is the guy right now, to get hurt. That's kind of just like,
you got to take care of your quarterbacks. Packers punting this one from their own end zone. This is going to be blown dead for a false start before it even gets off.
Oof.
Ooh, Matt LaFleur doesn't look too happy about that, but he always kind of has that same plain dumb look on his face. For somebody that's had as much success as him, he just doesn't give off any type of big personality vibes. Am I wrong? Like Dan Campbell is like a whole fucking meal. Like Matt LaFleur is just kind of like, he's here, he's there.
That's true. But I don't know what it is. Like some guys are just built different. Like, when you look at like a guy like Belichick, like, he's not Dan Campbell, like anywhere near like Dan Campbell, but he's had great success being just the way he is,
Right. Yeah, no, totally. 7:10 left when the Lions take over. Reynolds takes it almost to midfield. And now Detroit just got a touchdown on their last series. If they can make it 14-3, I mean, that's got to be the message here. Put the pedal to the metal and let's run the score up. You're on the road.
Yep.
You know, you're playing in a tough environment. A team just had an emotional win. You got to close that door before it even opens if you're Dan Campbell.
100%. And again, you know, I'm going to want the Lions to score at will here against the Packers because that's just the way I'm built. That's just the way I'm built. Unfortunately, I was able to dodge the Bears Packers game because I was on a flight back, you know, from across the pond, if you will, back from my deployment. But I know week 18, Kyle's going to hold me to the bet we had last year.
I forgot
make me wear some Aaron Rodgers shit, or I'll have to get some Packers gear myself because he's far. So I just need at least week 18 for the Bears and the Packers to be at least close to the same shitty team that they are.
Yeah. And I just don't think it's going to happen. When you look at how the Packers played last year, this is going to sound like I'm a big Rodgers fan, right?
Yeah.
I'm a big fan. So like take everything I say with a grain of salt or sand, whatever it is. I was just at Pensacola Beach, by the way, and I got some amazing shots of the sunset. I can't wait to post them later tonight. But anyway, I think that this Packers team kind of looks very similar at this point in the season than they did last year with Aaron Rodgers. Am I crazy for saying that?
That they look, you said different or?
No, that I think they look very similar to like how Aaron Rodgers, they were, you know, winning games, but they were in close games. There wasn't a ton of juice, but they were like, it just doesn't feel like, oh, there's like the Packers without Aaron Rodgers. They're really like kind of getting it now. It just seems like Jordan Love's ready to, you know, eat at the grown-up table and take care of business a little bit.
I'll agree that they look, or you know, they're kind of playing similar to the Packers of last year. I just cannot, you know, with Rodgers, it was always like this team is in it no matter what. Like if you told me right now that Aaron Rodgers was on this team right now with what's been going on, I'd be like, well, the Packers still have Aaron Rodgers and they still have a good shot to win it. Right now, if the Lions score, I don't know, man. It will seem a little bit out of reach for the Packers. Goff, close to it.
If it's not Laporta, I don't care.
If it's not part of my fantasy, I could give a shit. I love that though. I love that.
You know how it is. You know how it is.
Did you like my message in the chat, by the way, my video?
I didn't see it.
No, you got to see it, dude.
Where is it?
I remind everybody to set their lineups in such a funny way.
Oh, yeah, dude. My phone's turned off right now.
Okay.
You guys pray for me. It's tough out here.
All right, 2nd and 10. They're going to run it with Gibbs. Gibbs gets about 7 yards. They're pushing him. They're trying to get some more yardage. They get about 7 yards there.
And I'm going to insert right here about Gibbs because he was really, really good week 1. But I think what was really surprising was that this Lions team was actually going with Montgomery, like not like a 1-2 punch, but like 50-50, a true 1-2 punch. So I'm still trying to see how are the Lions going to use Gibbs and how are they going to use Montgomery. Montgomery coming back from injury with the rib injury. So how involved will he be in this game? Maybe it's Jahmyr Gibbs' game to take over.
Yeah, maybe. And, you know, he was going very early in fantasy. It was a good pass there. They get to about the 25 of the Packers. Nobody touched them when he went down. So they're at the 25 of the Packers. Jahmyr Gibbs did go early in a lot of fantasy rounds because he was like, hey, this guy's going to catch balls. He is going to catch balls to the face with his hands. It's going to be a great time. And that's what he's been doing.
Yeah, no. And Josh Reynolds, you see right there, they tried to give him the ball in space. 4th round pick, 2017. He was drafted by the Rams. And there's a lot of similarities because, you know, I don't want to disrupt the play. Good little 8-yard run there by Montgomery.
Yeah, good run.
But the GM coming over from the Rams, Brad Johnson coming to the Lions. They get the first move he makes is to get Jared Goff, right? The quarterback he drafted.
Yep.
And then you see guys like Reynolds come over, and you see how they're not like, they love these players, man. Reynolds is their punt returner. Now he's on the field at the receiver spot trying to get him in space. There's a lot of Rams players in Detroit.
Here we go. We're going to go with Montgomery again. They push him. I think that push by Laporta may have gotten him a first down, or very close to it. Yeah, dude, I'm not going to lie. Like, when the Lions made the trade Stafford for Goff, in my head, just because what I've seen from Goff, you know, when he was still in LA with the Rams, I was like, well, I think this is just kind of like a stopgap move, right? Like one of those moves where you're like, it was like when the Bears got Andy Dalton, or where they had Nick Foles. Like, okay, this is just, you know, transition time. He's turned out to be a very, very good quarterback for this team, and he had that streak of no interceptions. As he takes a snap here, looking left, running left. Oh, I think he's going to go for it. He's going for the touchdown. Oh, he's going to go out a little bit. Oh, no. He gets inside.
Had a moment.
He gets inside. What did we call inside the 5? The hot zone, right?
Yeah, so you got the red zone, the hot zone, and the point of no return.
Point of no return, baby. Goff gets into the point of no return with that about 10, 15-yard rush there. He was close, man. He was close.
He was, and it's like he was like, man, this will look so cool on ESPN if I run it in right now. And then he cut and was like, oh, I can't. I'm not good enough.
Fuck. I think they go Montgomery. No, I don't think
they go Laporta.
Oh, they do go Montgomery.
Oh, yeah.
They're pushing him. But I think he's going to get right back to the line of scrimmage, maybe about a yard.
Montgomery I have on my bench now because they used him so heavily. He's a very valuable flex player. I don't know why he got dropped because of a rib injury. Like, I just don't know, like, what these guys, man. I'm telling you, it doesn't even matter if you draft your team or not. By week 5, you can waiver your entire team. Like,
that's true. And I've made a couple moves. I just have not made a lot of moves, and it's kind of killed me. I think I'm 1-2 on the season right now. Like, I really need a win this season, this week coming up.
Here's Laporta in motion. They're gonna go handoff and
touchdown. Sorry.
I'm just mad because he's on my bench.
I was like, I just kind of just burst your bubble there. I'm sorry. Touchdown, Montgomery. Unless the kick doesn't go in, it's going to be 14-3 Lions in the first quarter.
Yeah, and this is kind of what you wanted to avoid. You wanted to try to keep this a close game if you're Green Bay.
Yeah.
But this offense to me seems like they're ready to kind of take that next step. And just a little other background information, the weather in the Midwest right now, really, really actually decent. I think the Bears game was forecasted to be like 72 degrees, only 7-mile-an-hour wind, which it's normally pretty windy there.
Yeah.
So there's just been some nice weather. And for Detroit, who plays really good in their dome, I think that this is the best situation possible for a road game, is playing in nice weather.
100%. And these two teams they're no strangers to this type of weather. The entire NFC North is just built on this type of weather. As we have ginger, I'd like to put some barbecue sauce on that booty and just love it.
I'm not doing barbecue sauce. I'll do chocolate. I'm not doing barbecue sauce.
Did you ever see that video of a guy? He's in his car. He's like some young guy, early 20s, and he's talking about the first time his girlfriend ate his ass, and he's like, well, she asked if she could use barbecue sauce, and I said, go ahead. And I was like, and she ate it, and he's like, and I loved it. She's my little Army Ranger going through that forest down there.
Dude, that's my thing. Like, if you're gonna ask your girl to eat your ass, you can at least shave it.
I mean, something, right? Like, at least
something. At least take a bath or something. I don't know.
Oh yeah, you have to wash that butt.
Yeah, it's like, come on. Do you really want to see her like that anywhere?
You gotta scrub in there with like a toothbrush, get some of the stuff out of there. For sure.
So did you did select not made for kids on this one, right?
100%, and I always will. Tyler.
Yeah, sorry. I was just gonna say every time I post a short, YouTube's like wants me. It already automatically selects not or made for kids, and I'm like, no, not made for kids. It's never made for kids. Why can't you remember?
Oh. And then Tyler Fink in here talking about the Packers being down. Packers were in the same position last week.
That's true.
100%, but
They weren't
against
playing the Lions.
against the worst team, I would say.
Yeah, that's what I just said. Yeah.
Yeah, let's be real, right? It's a way worse team. Ginger digging through the weeds. I love it. I love
Extra crunchy.
it. Just pack it with peanut butter for extra crunchy, Steve. You guys are disgusting.
I
You
know.
guys are
I know.
perverts.
Seriously,
Everyone in the
where do they
chat
come
is
up with this stuff?
Everyone in the chat is a pervert.
Look at this. So first 3 games for Aaron Rodgers, 2-1. Jordan Love 2-1. Rodgers had 4 TDs, 0 picks. Jordan Love's got 7 TDs, 1 pick. So a better first 3 games.
As they show a random fan with a Rodgers jersey, he's gonna take it out of the end zone here on the kickoff. Get to the 20, get to the 21. Maybe he should stop taking the kick out.
No, man. I'm going to say I love that. We're living in a league now where you can fair catch it on the 7-yard line. Like,
Yeah.
no, I want to
that's
see
true.
people taking it out. This is a aspect of the game that the NFL is trying to diminish. And I understand the concussions and the safety, but as a pure fan of the sport, I got to say, I want to see him take it out every time. I wish there was no touchback option. I do. I really do. Unless your kicker can kick it out of the end zone, then they deserve to not have a run back. You know,
Yep.
because
Long gone are the days of Hester returning those touchdowns.
110 yards.
Yep. Gonna hand it off here to AJ Dillon. He's gonna power for about 3 yards, which is what he's usually good for. 3 really tough yards.
Yeah,
ground.
that's true. And let me ask you this: who do you hate more? Who do you hate more? I got to pee really quick. Which team do you hate more?
Oof. Between the Lions and the Packers, I'm assuming is what Kyle's asking. It's easy, the Packers. I think it's easy to say the Packers for me. I'm a Bears fan. We're supposed to hate them. I really do hate the Packers a lot more. There we go. They're going to hand it off again to A.J. Dillon, and he gets about another 4 yards there. I think they're looking at a 3rd and 2. Kyle, you were talking about Packers or Lions, right? Which I hate more.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's easy. For me, it's the Packers. Like the Lions, from what I've known them, other than that 1 year with Ndamukong Suh, when that entire Lions team were just a bunch of assholes and would like do a lot of cheap shots, things like that. It's easy for me to hate the Packers like year in, year out, because the Lions have always kind of been losers. As of, since I've been a fan. 3rd and 3, Jordan Love almost picked.
Love's got to make that throw, man.
He really does. He overthrew his receiver there, almost picked by the Lions.
I don't know what his deal is, man. He's got to settle down, man. We've already seen enough to know that he's capable of making this throw. But Aiden Hutchinson's really good. He did, feel the pressure coming, maybe a little bit more than it really was. I think he could have planted. He threw that off his back foot going backwards. I think he could have stepped up and delivered that a little bit cleaner.
The pocket did collapse pretty quickly for him, but he had that pass. He should have, like you said, he should have made that pass. So, but yeah, for me, easy, 100%. I hate the Packers so much. And Ginger makes a really good point. Gotta hate Green Bay more with the whole Rodgers being your daddy thing. Plus, Lions have been bad for a while. Exactly. That is exactly 100% what I think, too.
See, the way I look at it, though, is like you saw Ndamukong Suh like step on Aaron Rodgers' hands and shit. Like, I feel like as a Bear fan, you would still be like, I'm going for the Packers after this game because of that. Or did you like it?
I can't remember at that time. I know I really hated the Lions because of Ndamukong Suh, Matthew Stafford, a lot of, even the head coach, I forget his name. They were like one of the scumbaggiest teams in the league during that time period. But I honestly can't remember. I just really loved when the Packers lost, and I still really love it. But I think that's just being a Bears fan and being a Packers fan. You know, we love when the other one loses because we have the longest rivalry in NFL history. So I think that's just what it is at the end of the day. See, we got on the 25 Lions, 1st and 10. Goff gonna throw it over the shoulder. What a catch!
Yeah.
What
and
a
who
catch.
else? Reynolds,
making him a star. Obviously, Amon-Ra St. Brown last year really burst out. You're gonna have Amon-Ra St. Brown possibly being double covered. Why not go to Josh Reynolds? Great pass.
You're about to see how valuable Jaire Alexander is to this Packers team.
Yeah.
Because that coverage was actually pretty good, but that's just the small difference between having one of the best on the field and not.
Absolutely.
Oh,
a little end around. Goff getting that getting that block there. He's going 30, 20, and inside the hot zone.
Yes. Room for Sam Laporta.
Yeah, hey, there you go. Nice little post route there, I think. Would be good. But yeah, nice, great little trickery play there by the Lions. Got him a ton of yards. The Packers bit. Whoever 58 is that who's number 58 for them? But that guard, I'm assuming he's a guard. He pulled really good block downfield.
Oh, 58. I think that's Penei Sewell.
I think, okay, so I thought so too.
Yeah, Penei Sewell is ridiculous, dude. He's ridiculous.
And that's the end of the first. Lions up 14-3, and they are ready to score again, dude. They are ready to score again.
And when I looked at this, dude, I was thinking, okay, you missed the throw. The Lions have scored in the last 2 possessions. Like, your defense, you can't just stop punting it. This reminds me of the Broncos game where it's like you're backed up into your own territory. You obviously have to punt it, right? It's only 14-3, but you need that defense to come out and change. You can't just score on every drive. And the second play, they're in the red zone again. So it's just, sometimes you just don't know how valuable one player is, especially a corner, a really good safety. Justin Simmons was out for the Broncos against the Dolphins. You saw what happened. Mm-hmm. You got right now Alexander out for the Packers. Look at Diggs out for the Cowboys, and they lost to the Cardinals. Like, these cornerbacks are very important, man. Very important, especially these receivers are, faster and better than they've ever been, in my opinion, just with technology and the training that they do. I mean, they look ridiculous. Like, you need to have at least one shutdown corner, and the Packers have kind of leaned on him to be that, and it looks like they're missing it.
And it's got to be tough for, because they do rely on him, but even then, like, Jaire Alexander is on St. Brown right now, but like, who's covering Reynolds? Who's covering Laporta? How do you, they've got to step it up for plays like this that they just had, that little end around, right? Like, their defense has got to be better. And I'm talking about linebackers, their second level, and then eventually right up to their cornerbacks and safeties. Like, they got to be better. But this is just more of of how good the Lions offense is. They're just so good, man. They are so good.
Yeah, and here in the red zone, they've been running really heavy today. I mean, even the reason they're down here is 2 runs in a row. So, I think Alexander being able to step up into the rushing game may not be something corners are, known for. Their shutdown corners, their best trait will always be locking up receivers. But these are the type of games that show how much they really do in the rushing game.
Yeah.
So what do you think here in the red zone? Do you think they continue to run the football, or they trickery pass?
Well,
play action?
I hope. I forget who I'm playing. I think I'm playing last plays.
There's Laporta coming in as a blocker.
Oh, I was gonna say, I hope for your sake, since I'm not playing you, that they give it to Laporta for a touchdown.
I like how much they're using him, and you can
Mhm.
tell just by that zoomed up look on his face that he's out there having fun.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, that's what you want to see. That's a good sign. Number 2 tight end in the NFL right now. They put Wright in motion, just
Oh
not
man,
able to get that wall made in
no. And
time.
I feel like if he would have went outside, he would have been at least, he would have had at least the option to stretch out for the touchdown. But here we go. They're at the 6 yard line. Goff in the back there. Oh,
Ah,
Reynolds
had him.
kind of stumbled there when he got off to his route. Goff expected him to be up erect, if you will, and able to catch that ball, but he was not able to.
It would be interesting to see what they do here. You would think that they're in a passing situation, but if they plan on going for it on 4th down, you may see a run.
Yeah,
Um,
get a few
it
extra
just
yards there.
Yeah, because right now where are they at the 4.5 yard line? You may
Mm-hmm.
see like a draw here if they're planning on going for it on 4th. I think they might not do that though.
There we go. There we go. Goff. It's back. Pressure in the pocket. Gonna throw it away. Gonna throw it away. Packers defense. Really good job there. But there's a flag.
A Lions fan, the one Lions fan got the ball.
In the crowd there. I love it. Let's see what the flag is. Holding offense. Yep.
That's gonna be declined.
Oh, they're not gonna give him the option to decline it. 10 yard penalty, still 3rd down. They're gonna be
Ah,
it's gonna be 3rd and goal at the 16 of
I
the
think
Packers.
it's interesting. Why would they accept that? Field goal make it harder? I mean, you're
Yep.
kicking a field goal here. Maybe he was worried they would go for it.
Maybe, yeah. That's what that wasn't really a hold though. That was not really a hold.
Yeah, I didn't see anything.
He got beat. I mean, he kind of maybe held a little bit, he held on a little longer, but I don't think that was a hold. All right, here we go. 3rd and goal from the 16, close to the 15 of the Packers. Jared Goff back in the pocket, throws it. Oh,
Dropped it.
dropped it. Who was that?
Marvin Jones Jr.
Marvin Jones Jr. drops it. So it's going to be 4th and goal, and it looks like, a field goal here to go up 17-3.
Yeah, definitely a field goal. You got to feel good about 17-3 to start the second quarter. I mean, there's 14-10 left. Riley Patterson, 3 for 3 this year so far, hasn't missed yet. I don't think he misses here. That one extra point though squeaked in.
It did.
Keep that in mind. If he
did.
does miss, I think he's going to miss left.
Right down the middle.
Perfect.
Yep, lines up 17-3, and I want to get to this comment by Tyler here. I want to know what the fuck Matt LaFleur's play calling is. Hasn't ran the ball with Jones once, hasn't targeted Watson once. That is weird because, like I said, right? Like, oh, here's a handoff to AJ Dillon to get 3 hard-earned yards, and I think he did that twice in a row. And then, like he said, he didn't target Watson, but also Jordan Love missed that pass. Let's be real here. Jordan Love missed that pass.
He did, and you got to be careful because this kind of a game can get away from you quick. You haven't really ran the ball very well. You have, Aaron Jones back in the game. You expect to get back to running the football, but now it's 17-3. If you don't really establish a running game now and the Lions score again, now all of a sudden, well, we couldn't run the football because we were down by 18 points, right?
Yep.
So I think this is really important for Green Bay to come out, to Tyler's point, and make running the football an emphasis because you have, 2 very good running backs. Like, don't take them out of the game plan because situationally you're down. Trust your defense to get the job done. You're going to need a takeaway. Who started with the ball? The Packers or the Lions? I think the Lions.
The Lions start off with the ball, yeah.
So, yeah, there's no reason. All right, they're going to take this one out of the back of the end zone.
Again. Gets to 20. Very consistently getting to the 21-yard line with those golfs. Very consistent.
There's a flag on the play.
Oh, there's a flag. Here we go. You know what? Let me change the banner up so we can change the score here. Show everybody the score. There we go. 17-3 Lions. Yep, it's going to be on the Packers. First down. I think that was a halfway to the goal line. I can't remember.
Yeah, so it's going to be I think it's going to be a spot foul here. So I think wherever the spot foul incurred, it would be 10 yards behind that. So looks like it happened at the 20.
Yeah, there you go. All right, 1st and 10 for Jordan Love and the Packers here, deep in their own territory. Let's see if they can get something going for Tyler. Okay, fake the handoff. Jordan Love intercepted. Oh, no. Here we go. Are they going to return for a touchdown? So close. Oh, no, Tyler.
Dude, I was about to go to this game.
Wow.
Why is it all the games that I want to go to, the team I'm going for gets fucking the shit beat out of them? Like,
wait, even the last game you went to, the last Packers game you went to?
No, I just like on this specific journey of traveling, it's like go to the Broncos game, Dolphins score 70. This was the next game on my list, and it was like, looks like Green Bay, it better do something quick because this game just has that out of hand feeling, in my opinion.
100%, and you can't shit on Jordan Love for that one. It was a tip ball for an interception, but let's see what the Lions do here. 1st and goal from the 7. Gonna hand it off to, looks like Montgomery. Montgomery gets to about the 2-yard line. They are at the point of no return. The Lions so close to going up by 4 scores here.
I gotta say, I'm impressed on that play by Quay Walker. You see a lot of time linebackers aren't able to come up and lay the hammer like that.
Yeah.
I'm glad the play stopped with Quay Walker.
Yeah. All right, 2nd and goal here from about the 2-yard line. They're going to try to pound it in with Montgomery. He gets in. That's 2 scores for Montgomery. Kyle is kind of sad because he's on his bench. And we really thought it would be a Jahmyr Gibbs game. Lions go up 23-3. Packers fans look sad.
I'm not mad. Let me just give you my perspective. It's like
he's so pissed. Look at him.
Let's say you got like you got money in 5 different stocks, and you got one that's like shooting through the moon, and unfortunately that one only is holding 10% of your money, right? But you're not mad. You're like, okay, this is good, and he might come into play later. I mean, I just can't believe he was dropped, man. I really don't. I gotta call this person out. I gotta figure out who dropped him.
I didn't even know. To be honest, I didn't know anybody drafted Montgomery with Jahmyr Gibbs being drafted so high, but yeah,
drafted
he's still a
8th
solid
round
running back.
In our league.
Who? By who?
He was drafted by last place, which is a tradition.
Andrew, you fool.
Andrew, and then he dropped him. It's like, no wonder you're in last place.
Well, remember when I told you, I was like, I traded him DeAndre Swift for DJ Moore, and I added in George Pickens, and he dropped DeAndre Swift, and then he went on to have like a 27.5-point game or something the next week.
Dude,
I was like, dude, what are we doing?
You can't drop your players that you draft in the 10th round or higher in the first 3 weeks. That's why I won't get rid of Justin Fields. It's not because I believe he's going to turn it around.
Yeah.
But he might. You just don't. You don't drop. You know what I did last year? I picked up Tua, and Tua was going off, and I felt like the biggest idiot because I dropped him. And I was like, man, why would I drop somebody because of one bad week? That's just not smart, man.
Yeah, and fantasy is that thing. Like, you don't do that because of one bad week. I mean, and a majority of people do, but you also don't hold on to people for that long. And that is my problem, is I hold on to the guys I draft way too long, and I don't trade them at the right time, and then they fuck me at the end.
Yeah.
And that's
I think you got to take kind of the context. Like if like you drafted Kyle Pitts and it's 3 weeks and he's not going, but it's like, it's not 3 weeks. It's really 3 years of having false hope.
That's you know
true.
What
I mean? Like those are the players, like the people that are like Derrick Henry had because he had a bad Sunday. It's like, okay,
Yeah.
well, the couple weeks before that, he ran for 120 yards. Like, I'm not going to drop Derrick Henry or like,
Yeah.
should I trade him? It's like, calm your tits. Like, everyone needs to freaking chillax a little bit.
Calm those tits, people.
Calm them down. Everything's going to be just fine. And I would like us to next year. I'm gonna make this small recommendation. It probably won't come true, but it would be cool if if our bench divided by 2 or something, and that counted, because then it's like, even if your players on the bench go off, it counts towards something. And I know that's kind of the fun, is deciding who gets to play.
Yeah.
But it's also like cool to be rewarded for having a loaded team, just like in real life. You know, to like,
I wonder if fantasy does have like some sort of option like that. I know for like tiebreakers, it's like, okay, well, how's the bench doing? And that's a tiebreaker.
yeah,
But I wonder
it'd
if
be
that's
cool. Yeah, that's why I say like divided by 2, because I don't want it
Yeah.
to actually impact like the thing. But let's say, you know, some guy had 40 points in your bench, you get 20. Maybe you can only take the highest scoring player on your bench. That would be cool.
Maybe that's a good one. And they showed the NFC North standings. The Vikings and Bears both 0-3. Tyler with this comment right here. The positive I can take out of this is the Vikings and Bears are 0-3, and the division sucks. 100%. Very true. As the Packers rush the ball there with, is it Aaron? Is it Aaron Jones?
That was Aaron Jones. Yeah.
There you go. He gets 5 yards. Harder than 5 yards, but more than 3 yards that A.J. Dillon would get. And, you know, Tyler's comment is true, man. Like, the Packers can lose this, and like you said, the division is kind of ass right now, but it's looking like if the Lions keep rolling the way they're doing, the division can also be out of hand pretty quickly.
Yeah. The Lions and the Packers tied right now.
Yep.
You know, but one team's looking a lot better. Option.
Oh,
Damn, that defense is good.
Wow. Oh,
I
is that
love
Okuda?
this
Oh,
defense,
that's Sutton.
dude.
I
I
thought
love
it was
this
Okuda.
team, man. This team is nasty.
Detroit Lions, man. Motor City.
Yep.
Really killing it. Jen just said it earlier. Brand new Lions. Look at that. They're
You
not
know
even
what though?
phased.
We were like saying brand new Lions, but then they lost, and it was like, what are they doing? They're not supposed to lose yet. They beat Kansas City. In my opinion, you're supposed to. I mean, this should be a 3-0 team right now.
Yeah.
I am like tiny bit disappointed they're not.
Well, they're gonna go 3-1, I think. With the way this game's going, it looks like. Oh, great pass defense there.
Damn.
Great.
And the Packer fans are booing, ladies and gentlemen.
Are they
booing right now after that play got broken up? There were some audible boos through my TV, and it's just one of those places that doesn't boo. But you know what? Green Bay's, they have nothing to boo about, man. You're in your 3rd game. Like I went to like 7 years of bad Broncos games, and they just started booing last year. You can't be booing this quick. You know what I mean?
I don't know, man. I think you could boo as a fan. You could boo whenever. Oh, great spin. Great spin on
the
that.
Lions, man. The Lions.
God, gets to their 31 with a great spin off that almost tackle.
Dude, the Lions, man. All right, so they lost to the Seahawks in overtime. That's their only loss. Whatever, I'll give them a pass. Seahawks are not a bad team.
Yeah, 100%.
But God, you know this. How is my mic? Because I might just restart my computer really quick.
Okay.
Because it'll just sound so much better.
Yeah, that would be fine. I'll take you off the stream for a bit and get to the comments here.
All right, I'll be right back, Daddy.
Oh. Bye, Kyle. Everybody say bye, Kyle. All right, while Kyle gets his stuff figured out. Lions up 24-3 on the Packers. As Kyle said, you heard the Packers fans booing. Tyler, if you're still in the stream, I want to know what you're thinking right now. Obviously, you talked about how that you don't like that they haven't gone to Watson. You know, they went to Aaron Jones there a couple times. They tried to get him on that option play. But I want to know what you're kind of thinking so far in this game. I know you said that, you know, the Bears and the Vikings still in 3. This division can still kind of be in reach. But also if the Lions, you know, keep doing what they're doing, it could get away pretty quickly. Let's get to one comment that Tyler had. I love this right now because this shows the Packers draft scouts of how we passed on Brian Branch. Brian Branch, I gotta look up Brian Branch. Was he is he the one that made the tackle there, or the pass defense? Let me know who Brian Branch is. And then we got another one by Tyler. Our O-line doesn't surprise me either because we were missing 2 guys and Love barely has time back there either. That's very true. That is very true. I think either you or Jinja had said it. Jinja, the whole left side of the Packers O-line are also out. Bakhtiari and Jenkins. That is huge, man. I mean, one lineman, you can maybe like still be good, but we're talking an entire left side of an O-line. That's huge. And especially when you have a pass rush like the Lions do, right? With oh my God, why can't I remember his name? I'm so bad at names. You guys know this. Everybody knows I'm bad at names. We don't do names here. Kyle, give me a thumbs up if you want me to bring you back in. All right, here we go. Let's see how Kyle's mic.
Can you guys hear me?
There we go, baby.
Yes.
There we go. We got the mic
go.
working. Kyle's
Sorry you
ready.
guys had to endure that. I just needed to restart my computer for technology.
Kyle's ready to fuck. Hutchinson, yes, thank you, Jinja. Hutchinson. When you got a guy like Hutchinson there hurrying your quarterback up, it's tough to get stuff going. Goff with a good pass for a first down there to St. Brown. All right, Kyle. I was just kind of talking about, and thanks to Tyler, right? Our O-line doesn't surprise me either because we're missing 2 guys. Love barely has time back there. And I was just saying, guy with a guy like Hutchinson, you know, from University of Michigan, they drafted rookie or second year right now. It's tough to kind of have that entire left side of the O-line be gone due to injuries and have a guy like Hutchinson just hurrying you up.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of just the MO of this football team is not just that they run the football and they have hard-hitting players, is that they win games in the trenches, and that's having a good O and D line. And one of the things is, like, it's kind of boring to draft the O-lineman, but you look at Penei Sewell and you look at some of the offensive pieces that they've drafted. And I don't know if it's because I'm almost 30, but I love drafting linemen now. Like when the Bears drafted Darnell Wright from Tennessee, I was like, that's what they needed.
Yes,
you know, it's like, I've never been excited about O linemen, but I understand how important they are. And you just can't win a game if you're getting beat at the line of scrimmage like that, or you're undisciplined and have too many pre-snap penalties, which I haven't seen too many of today.
Exactly. Look what happened with Joe Thomas when the Browns drafted him. He's a Hall of Famer now, you know? So
who the hell is Joe Thomas?
You son of a bitch. Let's see.
Bears
The
fan.
Lions second down there after another run by Montgomery. They did have the penalty, but it's second down, 2nd and 18. I see 2nd and 18 with this Lions team, and I'm like, they'll get it done. They'll get the first down.
Yeah, it kind of feels like that, and it also feels like it's time for Sam Laporta to get involved. The camera's got him on. I think everyone's feeling kind of good. Sam Laporta wearing TJ Hawkinson's old jersey number. Is he the replacement? Let's find out right here.
Oh,
looking in for Reynolds
there by the line as Goff gets up from that hit. Could not complete the pass, but yeah, I agree, man. It's time to get the Laporta involved, and again, mostly just for you to kind of get you some points there in your fantasy.
It just
I'm
feels
not
good.
playing you this week because I'm not playing you this week.
I have a rule where I'm not allowed to be mad about fantasy production if the player gets 5 points per quarter, and we got 5 points in that first quarter. It was one catch for 35 yards, but the second quarter is almost wrapping up. We need 5 more, baby. Oh, they're gonna call false start here. Great, now we're gonna run a mother effing draw.
No, Dan Campbell is not happy. Look at him.
Dude, if my team had false starts, that's my shit. Like if you ever wanted to, everyone has something different that makes their blood boil. Pre-snap penalties, oh my God, I would lose my mind. That is the cutest Packard fan I've ever seen, by the way.
I was gonna just say the same thing. That was that's the
they don't all
person.
Look like that, ladies and gentlemen.
That was the cutest person in Wisconsin. Oh, good pass there. Unfortunately, it's nowhere near the first class.
Another just monster hit, man. I think he's going to turn out Quay.
I absolutely hate you for that.
Yeah, guys, I'm out of
Absolutely.
here. Yeah.
I will say he's a good football player. I just remember last year when he pushed that trainer and then got kicked out of the game. I think Quay Walker, and I was like,
Yeah,
I
emotional
fucking
play. I
hate
forgot
this
about
guy.
that.
Yeah, I
Oh yeah,
hate
I
this guy.
hated that too, man. I
Mhm.
hated that too. But
It's really
you,
dumb.
you know, maybe he's learned from it. You know, when you're young, you just have so much testosterone going. You remember?
Oh, he
The
touched it.
Packers ball. Oh, and
Oh,
they're, oh
it's
my
the
God,
loose.
the Packers have it. Packers
Oh,
ball.
Packers got on top of it. What a dumb thing to do.
There was like 20 different players from both teams that took possession of
Wow.
the ball with their feet, but nobody could get on it. Look
What
at
a play.
this,
Let's
dude.
see.
Look
Does
at
it hit
this,
him?
dude. Get the fuck out of the
Yeah,
way,
it
man.
doesn't- Yep, he
You're
thought
not
he
even
could catch
supposed
it.
to
He did
be
not.
there. No, if you're gonna catch it, you call a fair catch. If you're not, they have
No.
something where they'll call like ZZZ or XXX. It's normally a number, and that means because sometimes the guy doing the fair catch, he knows he's not getting it, but the other guys
Mm-hmm.
are trying to block, and it'll bounce and hit them. And
thought he-
go ahead.
Oh no, I was gonna say I think he thought he'd have it off the bounce.
No, that was just a fucking dumb move. There's no way he
Yeah,
thought.
either way,
You
dumb.
don't trust a football bounce ever.
Yep.
Ever.
And the Packers starting again inside their own 10. What happened last time was an interception. Let's see if they can do something better for Tyler, because Tyler is in this already looking at like, oh, the division sucks, so we're good.
That's not good.
Oh, Love is chilling. Oh,
Oh.
caught. Wow, what a crazy move to not have a
I
safety
want to see
there.
if I could hear some booze. No booze on that play.
No booze.
But,
'Cause if they had a safety there, they'd be booing. They would be booing hard.
Yeah, I was just talking. I think I don't know if you were on or not. It was a couple days ago, but I was mentioning how I think
His
the
left
safety is one of the most turn of events, momentum shifting play that can happen in the NFL. It's bigger than than anything else almost. Because you
Yeah.
get 2 points, but then you receive the ball. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's such a I mean, imagine Detroit gets 26, then they get the ball and score and go up 33-3. You know what I
That would
mean?
be so
Because of a
bad.
safety.
That would
Yeah,
be
that-
so bad.
That would be crazy to take a 30-point lead, but that's how big a safety is. That's why when I see quarterbacks running through the back of the end zone, like through the back, and they're just running, I'm like, how can you not know where you're at on the field when, you know, so much is at stake and you just
Yeah.
run out of the back of the end zone? Come on, dude.
Doing Orlovsky.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
Big third and
for-
4.
Yeah, big 3rd and 4 here. Oh, was he in
Good
the
move
was he in
there.
the zone though?
Yeah, neutral zone infraction. 63 does a good job of moving here. Otherwise, the Lions could have just gone back into the zone, right? So,
Oh,
but
yep.
because 63 acts like because of him, you made me jump,
Mm-hmm.
right? It's chess out here. 63, smart move.
That was a good move.
7:51 left. I mean, you go to halftime and it's 10-24 and you receive the ball. You're down 14 points. You go out and you score on the first drive of the second half, and it's a 7-point game with the whole second half. I mean, you just
see.
got to keep that mentality in the situation.
1st and 10 because of that flag, but he just
Honestly,
gets stuffed in the back.
Tyler, I don't know if they can run the ball. Can we have this conversation? Like,
Yeah.
I know that Aaron Jones is great. Can the Packers run the football on this team? Because look at this line of scrimmage right here. At the snap,
Done.
but that's not Bugs. That's
No, that's
McNeil.
McNeil, yep.
McNeil literally at the handoff. I don't care who's running the football. That's what happened to Derrick Henry. Tennessee has the worst O-line in the league, and people are mad at Derrick Henry. You can't have the ball in your hand and you're being tackled. Like, that's
Yep.
just not good enough by the Packers up front.
3-yard loss, 2nd and 13. We got Love in the pocket,
Jesus.
gets
Come on.
sacked. This is bad, dude.
Love's
This
got
is
to
bad.
find a way to stay on his feet right there. That was not
Yeah.
like when he got bumped, and it's like, come on, dude, get out of your head. His eyes right now, he needs to get more instinctual. Look at this. You feel the pressure coming right here, spin, but then you fall. it's like your legs. You got to get your legs underneath you, and you got to settle in.
That's a 3rd and 21 because of that sack. Now I don't know, dude. I have to agree with Tyler here. I don't know what's his name is doing, man. I don't know what LaFleur's play calling is. It sucks because Love is not getting a lot of protection, but still, you got to be able to, step into the pocket and make that throw quickly.
I do believe you have to punt it here.
Yeah. 6 minutes
no
left
question
in the,
about
in
it.
the first half, 100%. Yeah, because you don't want them to run up the score, make it 31-3, and then it's just bad.
Yeah, in that whole scenario I just said is still on the table. Your defense needs to stop Detroit. You get the ball back, you score, you receive the ball, you got to score in that first possession. Like, yeah, there are some things Green Bay needs to do, but giving the Lions the ball in field goal territory is not part of it. I know they were booed, but it's the right call. Packer fans did not like that punt, man.
No.
But they also don't know football. Like some do.
That's true.
Like there's just certain boo moments where you're like, all right, well, don't boo unless there's some like I'm okay with booing, but it's got to be like a situation where like you really like you were in field goal range, you didn't get the playoff delay of game, now you send your punter out because you're out of field goal range. Like boo. That's a fucking boo moment. But like you're gonna boo that they're punting it from their own territory. I know they're just probably frustrated boos, but yeah, let's keep our boos intelligent. That's what I'll say tonight.
I think it was more than enough time to boo. I like it. And
Tyler, he just boos the Packers no matter
true.
what.
That's true. But Tyler, this O-line is miserable. He's 100% correct, man. That's what we're talking about. 3 points in what's looking like the entire first half of this game. It's rough. It is rough. Tyler goes on to say, I'm glad our next game after this is until Monday night because it should give a lot of time for guys to get healthy. And it sucks because Bakhtiari was put on the IR. Who knows for how long? I didn't really see that. I did see a report that he has been put on the IR, though. We'll see what happens with him.
I think after the Monday Night Football game, the Packers... Yeah, it may be the week after that, but the Packers and Broncos are right around the corner. And that's really a game that, like, obviously I like the Packers. I'm a bigger Broncos fan, but this game only happens every 4 years. So it's like, that's why I'm like, dude, we gotta soak it up on Sunday because Packers, Bears, or Broncos Bears, we're not going to see that very often,
Because the last time the Bears and Broncos played was 2019, if I'm not mistaken.
2019.
Yeah, it was on the field goal, and it was on the it was when I believe Nick Foles or Mitch Trubisky, they had called a timeout, but time had expired, but the refs had given them the extra time, and it was just enough time. Well, not enough time, but they were right within field goal range, and they kicked the field goal in order to win it.
Packers or the Broncos or the Bears? Oh, the Bears.
Yeah, Broncos and Bears.
16-14. Yeah. You know what? That's my final score for Sunday's game. 16-14. Bears win somehow.
Oh, God. I just saw a graphic for next Thursday Night Football, Bears Commanders, and I'm like, wow, they don't want to flex that? Are they sure?
Did you see that Step Brothers t-shirt?
That was a good shirt.
That was awesome. Come on, Sam Laporta. You owe me 5 points, you asshole.
Oh, there goes Montgomery. 4 yards. Good run there.
I'm going to message Andrew and just say, hey, thank you. Thank you, brother.
Tyler Fink said Packers are destroying Denver. There you go. Now you got a nemesis. You got a nemesis for the Broncos.
It's weird because I like the Packers. So it's like, how mad can one get?
Tyler's like, we are putting together a Denver performance right now, though. Oh, my God. Russ going to cook his way to retirement pretty soon. 2nd and 6 right now for the Lions. Goff in the pocket. Nice short pass. Is that Laporta, 87?
Yes.
There you go. There's your point and a half, it looks like. Steve said, Kyle said Broncos, Bears. Rick said Bears, Broncos. That's just how it goes. You got to put your team first.
Yeah, you got to. Broncos Bears. Rick said Bears Broncos. It's funny. That's subconscious for sure. Direct handoff to Laporta. Let's go.
3rd and 1. 3rd and 1. They're gonna hand it off to Montgomery. Oh, more than enough for that first down, and that deserves another Ranger.
Let's go. That was the play right there. That
was
3rd
it.
and 1 that went for 4 yards. That's going to be the...
We got the Detroit Lions colors, too, on this can.
All right. I'm going to say something else so crazy. Montgomery's having a great game. You ready? If I'm Dan Campbell, I'm pulling him. I'm pulling him.
What?
You had the rib injury. You were able to get by. We don't need to go and beat you up. Let's have you healthy for next week. I'm pretty sure Jahmyr Gibbs can take over from here.
Kyle's just saying that because he's got Jahmyr Gibbs on his roster.
No, I got Montgomery on my roster.
Oh yeah, he's got him on the.
I want him healthy so I can give him a good flex next week.
Steve's saying right on, tap that ass, Rick. I always tap the top of the cans. I don't know why.
Okay, that's what I was like.
Yeah.
Missing context here. Are we talking about eating ass again?
We're talking about the peanut butter and all this good stuff. I think it's just one of those things I heard as a child where you pop where you like do that to the can and it won't explode. Oh, good. Oh, I thought that was a catch.
Come on.
I thought that was your 5 points right there.
That was my 5 points right there. Come on, Sam. Let's go. Get your head out of your ass, Sammy.
Speaking of tight ends, man, Darren Waller has not been good for me this year.
Oh, my God. That drop looked worse in slow motion. Normally does.
Oh,
Darren
man,
Waller,
Goff
dude,
got hit.
I actually, he'll go down in the box of things I was wrong about up to
You
this
thought he was
point.
going to have a big year?
I did.
Yeah. I mean, I did too.
His first game with the Giants, dude, Daniel Jones threw him like 5 of his 7 passes on his one drive. And I'm like, oh, he likes him.
Oh,
come on, get the first down.
Good
All right.
move by St. Brown
St.
to
Brown's
get
so
that
good.
first down.
So good, man.
So
There's
good.
so many just elite receivers. Terry McLaurin, another guy that's just like, could you imagine if Terry McLaurin played for the Chiefs or like a competent quarterback? Hey, what are you guys barking at?
I love this comment by Ginger right here. Speaking of tight ends, man, after mentioning eating ass again. You know what,
Dude,
Ginger? I'm drinking
You're
to
so
that
funny.
one.
I didn't even realize that you did that. 1st and 10. Come on, Sam Laporta, shotgun.
They're in
Empty
Packers
backfield.
territory. All the time. He's got a lot of time.
Let's
That's
go.
Laporta. That's
Laporta makes
baby.
up for the big play, the big drop, but
That's
with the 10-yard catch. Let's go.
I think, was it 10 or 11? Because that's what, 2.1 or almost 2 points? I think.
Was it 10 or 11? Are you kidding me? You're going to hit me with those?
Absolutely. That's a 0.1 points. That's important, Kyle.
You're right. You're right.
How dare you? Here
Call
I
me
am.
out on air. I've heard Troy Aikman say the wrong team had the ball and not get called out. I'm like, it's a 10-yard gain. Rick comes in. That's 11, you fucking idiot.
I think that's 11, you dumb fuck. Oh, and he's going to go to the sideline. 4 receptions, 56 yards. Hey, you almost got 10 points. You got 9.6 right now.
I got what I wanted.
Yep.
I got what I wanted. It's tight end, right? Like,
yeah.
Is there that many good tight ends? You know what I mean? Like, if you can get consistently 20 points from your tight end, you're within the 2 tight ends of the NFL, period, that'll do that. Travis Kelce.
Yep.
Maybe Dallas Goedert's in this conversation. Kittle definitely, but he does add a lot of value that is not fantasy related in the blocking and running game.
Yeah.
But really, it's like Laporta, man. He's looking like I don't want to say Travis Kelce. It sounds like blasphemy, even though I'm a Broncos fan. But he seems like when it comes to fantasy production, he's might be the closest thing like to that. I know it's early, but this guy's getting 20 plus points a week, and Jared Goff obviously is like that's his security blanket. So.
I mean, when you get rid of a guy like Hawkinson, somebody's got to come in and step into his shoes, right? Like, with a St. Brown and a Reynolds and a Jahmyr
and they
Gibbs
keep
and
doing
Montgomery.
that. They just keep getting younger. They're like, you guys want like DeAndre Swift. I think we're all realizing that even if you just use this trade as an example, that there's a win-win scenario where like who
Yes.
won? Well, the Eagles got a really good player, but guess what? They have to handle like paying him. And
Yeah.
then the Lions are like, we're going to get rid of Hockenson, we're going to get rid of Swift, and we're going to draft Laporta, and we're going to draft Jahmyr Gibbs. And the running backs, they hate that because that's why they're not getting paid.
Yeah.
But I kind of get it from like a Brad Holmes GM point of view is like, these players are coming out of college ready to go. Like, why pay anybody besides your quarterback?
Yeah.
I mean, you got your staples, but you can't pay everybody. You just can't. So you have to decide who's worth being paid.
And to be honest, like when they got rid of Swift, I was like, uh-oh. Yeah, they got Montgomery, but I thought Swift was the better running back. And I loved Montgomery when he was on the Bears. Like the Bears have this knack of just getting really good running backs through the draft always. And I loved Montgomery, and I loved Forte, and I loved Jordan Howard. I loved a lot of these running backs that they've had, but they've more or less made the right moves in getting rid of these guys. And that's what the Lions did with DeAndre Swift. They got Jahmyr Gibbs through the draft. They picked up Montgomery to kind of to solidify that running back room. But Jahmyr Gibbs is the future. No matter what type of money they gave to Montgomery there when they signed him, it really wasn't that much. I think it was like 16 mil for like 3 years or something like that. Either way, Jahmyr Gibbs is the future, and they know they got somebody special in Gibbs.
Yeah, he's the future for 3.5 years.
Yeah. Here we go. There's Montgomery again, getting that first down, getting to the 23-yard line of the Packers.
I'm going to say it. Montgomery is a bad man.
Ba-bow.
When you hit a hole going this fast, let's just look at this right here. Nothing really there. Boom, gone. No hesitation. Yeah. My Pee-wee head coach calls this north-south running. And this is what the great players do. They have the elusiveness to go west-east, but they go north-south and get those yards.
Yeah, that's what Montgomery's been his entire career, and I loved every second of it. Here we go. Here's
you don't know. He was never a Bear.
Go fuck yourself, Kyle. How about that?
He thinks all these players were Bears. I was talking to him about Nick Bosa the other day. He's like, well, when you played for the Bears.
Shut the fuck up. When Aaron Rodgers was a Bear, he wasn't doing the things he did in... Do
you remember when Jerry Rice had his stint with the Bears? Come on, the late 90s. He was going off.
Oh, dude, I wish. It seems like Chicago teams just get guys past their prime and are like, see, we're doing something.
Right?
2nd and 7. Oh, get stuffed.
Time out. I was going to say, we'll lock in here. There's 40 seconds left. They're going to call a timeout right here. Interesting decision on Campbell to run the ball here. They're trying to get a touchdown, right?
I would hope so. I mean, he didn't call a timeout. He had 2 minutes, and he still has...
Oh, no timeout. That was a 2-minute warning?
Yeah, it was a 2-minute warning. No. This was a timeout because there's 40 seconds left, but... After the 2-minute warning, he has not called a timeout. So I'm surprised that I think this is the first timeout he called.
It seems strategic. Like, hey, we're either going to, regardless, touchdown or field goal, we're going to be the last team to touch the ball.
Whoa, that wasn't even Campbell who called the timeout. It was the Packers.
No freaking way.
Yeah, and Campbell's going into the
Green
half.
Bay's trying to get aggressive.
Yeah, he's with 41 seconds left.
They're like, hey, we can get some points of our own. We're down big. Let's give the fans something to not boo about.
Let's see. 3rd and 6 right now. Jared Goff. Oh, he slipped. Jahmyr Gibbs slipped.
Come on, Gibbs. What's going on with that turf field today? I'm seeing a lot of slipping. I'm serious.
It's grass. It's grass.
Well, but the grass and the way it's treated, wasn't the Super Bowl on grass?
The Super Bowl was on grass. That's true.
It happens.
A lot of Eagles fans hated it.
Apparently, there's something going on with Chicago. Do they have new grass? Because Sean Payton wouldn't shut up about it.
Sean Payton's that type of coach. Let's see what the kick. It's good. Lions up 27-23. Or I'm sorry, 27-3.
Did the Bears do something new with their field?
I'm going to be honest. I don't know. And it's funny that Sean Payton was talking about the grass because the Bears, I think for a long time now, I've heard nothing but terrible things about their field. And I will say it is kind of, it does get used a lot for concerts, for other things of that nature, like more entertainment stuff. So they have a very short turnaround time for like Soldier Field and Wrigley Field and a lot of other places in Chicago. But because Soldier Field belongs to the Chicago Parks Department, it's not necessarily the Bears, so they don't really get to decide when things are or are not happening.
I
there.
feel like when you guys are trying to figure out like where does this dysfunction come from, I think it comes from being owned by the city. I think you guys need to like
at least
have
the
your
field,
own
the
authority.
Stadium, yeah, at least the stadium, yeah. Which is why the Arlington Park thing, when they bought the land or leased it or whatever the hell happened,
You guys all got
that's the
boners.
right move. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, it is. It is. I mean, you guys need to have your own shit. You know what I mean? Like that's
Yes.
just kind of the bare minimum. Like, unless you're doing the Green Bay thing where it's like they're owned by the city, but that's like its own unique thing that is their own shit. You know what I mean? It still circles back to like, okay, so the Green Bay Packers run Wisconsin. Well, they still have their own shit. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know
Facts.
how like Bears fans must feel pretty bad about that. Like, not having their own stuff. Packers taking the field here with 34 seconds left and 2 timeouts. Can they get a field goal? Yes or no, Rick?
No, absolutely not. Not with the way they've been playing. Very easy answer. Absolutely not. But if they do, good for them, because then they go into the half or into the second half with the ball. So if they can do it, they can do it. But it looks a little rough.
You got to call the timeout right there. That's not enough yards. That's not enough yards and too much time.
Yards, yeah.
Oh my God. Come on. Take a shot. Take the shot.
The shot. Yes, let's go. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but I love it.
I just want to see a good game. I'm becoming older. I never used to say that. I just want to see a good game. I used to ask my Uncle Randy, I'd be like, who do you want to win? And he would always say, I just want to see a good game, which is something that Steve could empathize with because he doesn't have a favorite NFL team. He just wants to see a good game. But now here I am, just wanting to see a good Thursday night football game.
You know what would always like piss me off as a kid is that like all the adults around me would not get as depressed and mad about the Bears losses as I would.
Oh, you're a real fan. That's how you know. That's how you know when no one else cares like you.
Yeah. I'm like, how does this not ruin your entire day? You know what I mean? And now that I've gotten older, it's like an hour goes by and I'm like, okay, let's go to the farmer's market, hun. You know what I mean? Like
okay. Big out of bounds on the 45. Not enough time, dude. Not enough time.
7 seconds left. They have enough time for, I don't know, a 20, 30-yard pass, and if they complete it, then call the last timeout. Or they don't even have timeouts left. They have to get this out of bounds.
No, they got 2.
Oh, they do. Sorry, I looked at the wrong side. They have 2 left. Yeah, you have to be able to get like a 30-yard, more like 20-yard, I would say, pass down, call the timeout, and then get the field goal unit out.
Yeah. I think 7 seconds. You really only have time for one play. You don't have time for 2 small plays. So.
Yeah, for sure.
Detroit's going to burn a timeout, so I'm going to piggyback off what you said now that we go into the timeout. So when you said, now it's like an hour goes by, dude, I've never related to like something so closely to that because I used to be the same way where even like the next day I felt sick. You know what I mean? Where I'm like, oh my God. And I think I know what it is. We're just, because we're getting older and our teams aren't having success, we're getting used to our teams losing. You know what I mean? It's like, true. I've already been hurt like this. So those adults, when we were kids, like, how can they just move on? It's because they have 30 years of pain that they've endured. And it's like they come to expect it.
Yeah. But at least all of them saw the Bears fucking win a Super Bowl. That's bullshit.
That's true.
1st and 10. 5 seconds left.
Flag. Where's the flag on that?
Oh, thank you. Wow. Pass interference.
You can't tackle him like that. Come on. And that's a good flag, too, because think about it. They accept it. They're still out of field goal range. And now what do they Hail Mary it?
Mm-hmm. Spot of the foul. 3 seconds left. Ooh, I don't know. Dude, I think damn. I don't know what they do here. This is a...
They gotta go.
Yeah,
They gotta go Hail Mary.
100%. And the fact that Dubs was like near the ground, it just kind of sold it for him too.
All right, so 3 seconds left. Green Bay keeping their offense on the field. Hail Mary being attempted, recently completed by Russell Wilson in the Broncos Commanders game. We've seen it done. Aaron Rodgers, he used to do it all the time right here in this situation. Can his predecessor do it?
Oh, sack to end the half. What a terrible fucking way. That is so reminiscent of the Bears that I felt bad. And I'm watching the Packers get sacked, and I feel bad for them.
Bear down.
Frank Quiros, thank you for joining the chat. Bear down, angry face. I know. I know. I'm sorry, man. We're just talking about that as the Lions go into the half up 27-3. This
here
is... Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say here, I normally do this kind of little halftime thing where I'll go through and give the fantasy update for our fantasy players. So Sam Laporta went 9.6 points. Aaron Jones, a very disappointing 0.3. Nothing going over there. Amon-Ra St. Brown would be the next guy.
13.8 points.
How much does he have?
13.8, and then Musgrave, the tight end for the Packers, only 1.1 points. So that's good for me because that's who I'm going up against. Jared
Goff with 9.62 points, so on his way to nearly a 20-point game. A.J. Dillon, 0.4. And you're right. The team you're playing does have Amon-Ra St. Brown, and they have Luke Musgrave, Green Bay's tight end.
Yeah.
You might see him on the field rocking number 88. So, yeah, those are the biggest players. Detroit doesn't have a ton of. Let's see what Jahmyr Gibbs has done. How about a little reminder to what Montgomery's doing right now? He's got 12.7 points.
Oof. Jahmyr Gibbs, 4.9 points on the guy on Andrew. He's on Andrew's bench right now with 4.9 points. I mean, and he's got, let's see, Brian Robinson from the command. What the fuck? Well, that's weird. Oh, sorry, Bijan Robinson from Atlanta, and he's got Williams from the Rams as starting running back. So I think that's a good move. Good move.
Yeah. Last week, Jahmyr Gibbs was a good play because Montgomery was out.
Mm-hmm.
But I agree with you. This is, Montgomery looks like the starter, doesn't he?
Yeah, 100%. And let's get to Tyler here, the Packers fan in the chat. I'm putting our backup quarterback in next half because if you leave Love out there with that O-line, a torn ACL is coming quick.
No.
You can't, dude. This is it looks out of reach. And look, as a Bears fan who has struggled the last however many long years you want to say, I get the frustration. But the Packers, after last week, just like you said, they came back from 17-0 down in the fourth quarter with Jordan Love, with the same offense. They can do something. This is the NFL, man. You're trying to win games. And like you said too, you're in an NFC North division that does look winnable, but the lines are still looking good. But this is still a winnable game. This is still something that you have an entire half to get some points on the board. I think you keep in Love, but the O-line, it sucks right now. It fucking sucks.
Let me take you in a time machine. It's 2000.
Okay. You have one? You son of a bitch.
It's 2000 it's 2012. Mm-hmm. Peyton Manning, Denver Broncos down 24-0 at the half. Okay? Lions are down right now, or Lions are up 27-3. It's a 24-point game. Peyton Manning came back. The defense got turnovers, and the Broncos overcame a 24-0 halftime deficit and beat the Chargers 35-24 on Monday night. Now, we've
Wow.
seen comebacks a lot bigger than 24 points, but the problem is the Packers haven't shown any life. But look, Denver was down 0-24. That is literally that's
But-
less life than the Packers have with 3 points on the board. There's
But
no
against-
reason to
against who?
bench him against the Chargers with
Yeah,
Phillip
that makes
Rivers.
sense, though. That makes sense, though.
Well, I'm saying there's other examples.
No. I'm just saying it's because it's the Chargers. Because if it was the Packers down this much to the Chargers, I'm like, you know what? I'm still taking the Packers right now because the Chargers are gonna charger. They've been doing this for a decade plus, dude. But no, you're 100% correct. This is still a game. They're only down.
Yeah.
You said 24 points.
24
the Broncos
points
are down
is
0-24. Like it's still doable.
It's 100%. 24 points is not, dude. We saw the Colts cough up a 33-point lead last year. We're not talking like I just went back to 2012. We
Ginger
could
just mentioned it.
we could just go back to last week if we really want to know. Remember the game where the Colts played the Bucks? I can't find. I'm trying to see what year it was. I think it was.
The Colts played the Bucs.
It was like 2001. And here it is.
You're going way back. Yeah.
Okay, it was October 6, 2003.
Mm-hmm.
And at the and in the fourth quarter, the score was 7, or going into the fourth quarter, the score was 7-28. Then the Colts scored and went up 7-35, but the Colts would go on to score 28 fourth quarter points and win in overtime. And Peyton Manning said he knew how many family members didn't watch the rest of the game because when he got on the bus, they were like, "Hey man, just keep your head up." And he was like, obviously they didn't watch the end of the game because I came back and won. But to me, like as a fanatic, I don't know, man, if I could continue being a fan for a team that when they're down 24, they pull their starters. Like that to me is unacceptable. These guys are getting paid very well to go out here and win a football game for their fans that are staying. Because I'll tell you what, these fans aren't going to leave the stadium at halftime down 24. So the quarterback better not leave either. I mean, it's one thing if it's like a Denver Broncos scenario, but even Sean Payton never pulled Russ out of that game, down 50 points. And it's like, no, you guys are going to go out there and you're going to figure it out. I mean, these are valuable reps for a team getting beat really bad. Jordan Love, you just can't pull him yet. If this is, let's say 49-10, with 5 minutes left in the third, it's like, all right, we're out of time. So when it becomes like impossible for a comeback, then I'm all for making the smart decision. But there's no way you could convince me that a 3-possession game with an entire half of football, because look, the Lions just went up 24 points in one half. So that right there tells you it's possible for the Packers to get 24 points in one half. But is it likely? No, not very likely at all. But hope, even just a smidge, is all really you need to keep your starters in my opinion.
Yeah, and you only pull the starters when you have a situation like the Dolphins, when you have a situation like the Chiefs, when you're up big and you're going into the fourth quarter and you're like, you know what, we got this game, second stringers. Then that's okay. Like they've earned their paycheck, obviously, right? They went down the field multiple times and are up huge. Tyler's just saying this from a stance of just frustration, and I get it. Dude, look at the hat, look at the flag at the back. I'm a Bears fan. I get it. I get the frustration. When Nick Foles was struggling, I was like, put in Fields. When Fields was struggling, I was like, put in Foles. You know what I mean? Like it didn't matter. When Mitch Trubisky was struggling, put in Dalton.
Zappy last year. Zappy. No, we want Mac Jones. No, Zappy.
Exactly.
No, Mac Jones. Yeah.
And that's just who we are as fans. But just kind of like Kyle described it, right? Like you have to take a step back and be like, you know what? 4-possession game.
3.
Unless you score 8 points in 3 times in a row. 3-possession game. These guys are getting paid handsomely for what they're doing. They're professionals. They're in the NFL for a reason. Just let them go do their thing. And if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. But hey, Jordan Love's out there trying. The O-line's trying. The receivers, the defense, they're all trying. It's just the way of the NFL sometimes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%.
Let's look at Tyler's comment here.
Why?
Well, as far as this game goes, we go into Detroit on Thanksgiving and
That's rich.
spoil their dinner. Hey, that's a good way to look at it, and going into Thanksgiving, ruining Detroit, because Detroit always plays on Thanksgiving. That's one way to do it, man. I loved a few years ago when the Bears were really good. 2018? Yeah, when they went into Detroit on Thanksgiving and beat them. And this is when we had a really good defense. This is when we had Mitch Trubisky at quarterback, and he was still doing really well. Like, I love doing that. That's fun. You go into their town on this day that they always play year after year. And like you said, you ruin their dinner. You ruin their Thanksgiving. That's kind of the way you got to look at it, right? It'll be fun if that does happen. I hope not, because, again, Bears fan. Not sure if you know. But for me, I hope the Detroit Lions still beat you. Let's see. That could end up being a more meaningful game as well as far as the division is concerned if Vikings and Bears are still shit. It could.
Yeah.
Could. You never know.
Totally. So we're at halftime right now. I may have to make a quick. We're 10 minutes from what I call my home base right now. Mm-hmm. So I may have to move my setup to over there. So I might have to for, literally 10 minutes. But
yeah, dude.
I figured the sooner I move, the better, because it's halftime right now.
Yeah, 100%. All right. Well, we'll see Kyle in a bit. Are you about to leave right now?
Yeah, I'll jump off right now. We'll get right into the eating ass tutorial when I get back.
Everybody stay tuned for the eating ass tutorial. Kyle, we'll see you in a bit.
All right, guys. See ya.
Tyler said, yeah, leave Kyle. Oh, Tyler, you gotta. I know you're standing by for the eating ass tutorial. I know Ginger, I know Steve. They're all standing by right now for that eating ass tutorial. Oh man, as I'm seeing this KFC commercial with Deion Sanders and Shedeur Sanders. We don't talk a lot of college football, but if you guys are down, Colorado with Deion Sanders, he has made that program go from zero to just prime time television. And I'm talking prime time, like we had Notre Dame and Ohio State going at it, and Colorado was still the bigger game, the more viewed game, I guess I would say, on ESPN that night. Let's see here. Steve thought we'd never get rid of that guy. God, everybody hates Kyle. What's wrong with Kyle? Oh, Tyler's saying y'all gotta do some sort of call-in show so I can come in and talk my shit. Dude, yes, we will. I think we're in the works of something more along the lines of like a voicemail thing. I know, right? I know it sucks because like you wanna talk about the game in real time, right? But I think we want to do something like of a voicemail thing, maybe a call-in thing. We just kind of want to screen the calls because we don't want any crazy shit to get on these streams, right? And then we get banned from YouTube or something. And I know probably you wouldn't do it because you tune in, you're in the comments, Tyler. I know that, but you never know. Some people they go a little bit off the handle when they know they're alive. But we might do something like that. In the meantime, obviously, we're going to show your comments. Even if you're trolling me about the Bears, it's all good. We're going to show your comments. But in the future, we are probably, sorry, speaking through burps here, we are probably looking at something like a voicemail thing. So 1, we could hear your voices. 2, we can hear your bitches, moans, and complaints about your team. And 3, to make it, more fun, build that community like we have been. Ginger saying Steve gave that tutorial earlier. That crunchy GIF, baby. Steve, you're disgusting, and I fucking love it, dude. Me and you would probably have like a fun conversation. Like if we were just like hanging out one day, we would say some off the wall shit. And I think it just that just comes from being in the military too, because if anybody's been in the military, dude, you have some crazy conversations and everything's just kind of like up in the air. It's fun. It's a fun time. I think Steve meant disgusting pig. Oh, man. All right, let's see. Sam Laporta, 22 receptions this season. Kyle loves that. As we're starting the second half of this game, let's see if it goes any better for Jordan Love and the Packers right now. Kind of like what Tyler was saying, the offensive line needs to be a lot better. And let's see that he's going to field the kick. He's going to run it out. Let's see if he gets past the 21. Oh, he gets past the 21, but there's a flag. Gets to the 30. Gets to almost the 40. Oh, Kyle's back. Kyle's back. Kyle, you're back.
I'm telling you, the Green Bay Packers are coming back into this game. I saw everything I needed to see from that little run back. What is the flag going to be?
Holding on the receiving team.
How do I backwards do it?
you need like one of those sad like boom boom boom.
No, it's not the same.
He's not gonna do it. He's not gonna be able to do it.
Oh wait, let's hear what Matt LaFleur said. Very humbling.
He's
very
embarrassing
significant
too.
We got to look at each other in the eye, man to man. I want to see this team fight.
He's got a little emotion there, and he kind of left there with some anger.
There we go. I take it back. What I said earlier. I like this. I like this team. This was a good speech. Whatever happened.
Oh, there we go. Good completion there. Even with a guy in his face, he gets about 3-4 yards there on the completion by his. I think that was Musgrave, Luke Musgrave, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know this Packers team at all, other than Jordan Love and Bakhtiari.
Musgrave's wearing 88. I think that was 85.
Oh, okay. So it was not Luke Musgrave.
I've always loved the Packers.
I did like the fight, though. I did like the emotion out of LaFleur there. I did like that. Maybe he said something in the locker room. I don't know. But it's 2nd and 4 right now for the Packers. They're going to hand it off to Aaron Jones. He gets about 3 yards.
It's hard, man.
3rd and short.
It's a good D line. I got Green Bay driving down and getting a touchdown. I'm not going to predict that Green Bay comes back into this game because, the only way to do it is one possession at a time. But I really feel confident that Green Bay's going to come with a touchdown on this drive.
Yeah, I can see a touchdown right here, especially after that little sideline interview that LaFleur gave. Really, it comes down to the line and protecting Jordan Love at this point, or it comes down to just using Aaron Jones more. I know he came back from the injury, but like you said, you got to use this guy more. He's your premier running back as they get the first down there.
I was going to say it also comes down to converting on 3rd down and keeping your 3rd downs in 5 or short right there, 3rd and 1, and they gain like 80 yards. Romeo Dobbs. There
you go. That's what you got to do. You got to get Watson more involved, obviously. And, kind of the same, just like as St. Brown, Watson's going to be looked at a lot by this defense of the Lions. So could be just that. They're double teaming him. They're keeping really man-to-man on him. Let's see. They're going to fake the handoff.
Taking a shot.
Love. There we go. Protection
wide
was
open.
Good. Watson. There you go. Completion of Watson. Tyler, hope you like that.
That was awesome, dude. That was freaking awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I love what the Packers are doing now. It looks like they can get a little play action going because the Lions have to respect the run because Green Bay came out and ran the football. And there you go, right there in the soft spot in the zone. Watson using his speed to get open. It was definitely zone right there, and he just found the soft spot.
Yeah. Sutton got his eyes off of Watson there, kind of try to sneak in a little bit. Thought it was a bit on the run play. 1st and 10. Love in the pocket, completes a pass to Aaron Jones. Oh, gets smoked. Gets smoked.
And there's a flag. I hope this isn't on the hit because it looked clean. It did
look clean.
You can't just throw a flag for getting hit hard. It's got to be the wrong kind of hit. And I think this might be one where the expedited review picks up the flag. This is, to me, this is not a dirty hit. I guess because his helmet hit first. It's just so you're going that fast. Oh, illegal hands to the face on Hutchinson.
Oh, okay. That's a rough one.
I was like, when you slow motion these hits, they all look like that. So in my thinking, I was like, yeah, I guess. But Hutchinson,
I don't see anything. I thought he was dragging his jersey.
His hands were a little too high on the lineman. If you grab him by the throat, all of a sudden they move their hands down and you're cheating.
I mean, I wouldn't have called it on that. That was a little borderline, I think. But
He's
hey,
a Bears fan. He likes
Packers
80s rules.
80s rules. Packers 1st and 10, new set of downs. Here we go. Jordan Love with some time.
Oh, there,
throws
Jordan,
it.
Jordan.
Ooh, bad pass. He had
You
him.
cannot fuck this up right now.
He had him.
You got Dobbs running a little corner strike. You're supposed to throw this ball perfectly so that he just catches it and falls right out of bounds. He threw this ball like what, 3 to 5 yards out of bounds. I mean, nobody within him. This is a day one. This is a high school throw. This is a high school throw. He's got to get it together, man.
Kyle never went to high school, but he knows what a high school throw looks like. 2nd and 10 for the Packers. Got a guy in motion. Throws it back to, is that Jones? There you go.
Aaron Jones.
Aaron Jones with 9 yards there.
And a late flag comes in, so add 15 onto that, and the Packers are already in Lions territory.
There you go. Because that was a late hit, right?
There she is, the referee on the field right now. That's the one we're looking to interview here on Only Football.
Awesome.
Her name is Erin. And we were just talking about that when I was wearing the Tom Brady helmet.
Yeah.
Made some like really lucky connections. You call it lucky, God, the universe, but we're definitely being rewarded for our efforts, and you guys will, see that payoff soon.
Another helmet to helmet there by the Lions. Oh, you hate to see that. You hate to see that.
I kind of like it. Let me explain. I like the identity,
that's
dude.
Fun.
I just watched my team give up 70. It feels good to watch somebody come up and punish somebody. Like, hey, you're gonna run this far? Well, I'm gonna lower my. Yeah, it's a little high. I get it, but you like the energy. That's what I'm trying to say. You like this Lions energy where, I mean, it's not like he was intentionally targeting his head, right? I'm not saying that.
That's true.
But you're just moving fast.
Ooh.
You're running right here at 34. You're just a little too high. It's a mistake, but it's a great effort.
Branch is down for the Lions. It looked, I don't know. What happened? His leg, something with his leg, or does he feel dizzy? Is he maybe concussion protocol there? He had a. It didn't look like a hard hit with the Packers wide receiver there, but
he might sit back down here. We'll see what they do here. Normally, when you're walking this slow, you want the injured athlete to sit back down because if it's something more serious, not everybody's Kobe and can hit their free throws.
Yeah. Oh, he must have stepped on it. You saw his right leg kind of come up as he was in the middle of that block. I don't know what happened.
That looks like, I don't want to speculate, but hopefully he's all right. Looks like it could be serious.
So we got a 1st and 10 on inside the red zone here for the Packers. First time they've been in the red zone, I think, all game. Oh, they're going to lose about 2 yards there. But it was still a completion by Jordan Love with little time. He's getting the ball out quicker. You can see that.
Yeah.
You can see that.
And that's exactly what I would. Yep, right there. See that little sidearm kind of throw right there? To me, like the sidearm is kind of a signal that somebody's comfortable. They're playing backyard football. They're having a good time again.
Yeah.
You don't want to see it when you miss the receiver, but in this situation, you want to see some of that confidence come back.
Oh, with a little bit more pressure, I think that's going to be a holding. That's going to be a holding on the Packers there. Oh,
damn.
Absolutely.
Mouth guard popped out.
You saw that?
Yeah, the yellow mouth guard.
Yeah. I think it's going to be a holding there on the Packers.
That's got to piss you off if you're Aaron Jones. You just fought so hard for -3 yards, but it doesn't matter because it's going 10 yards back.
Oh, I just worked my ass off and got destroyed for -3 yards. And you're going to hold, you piece of shit?
Yeah.
Hey, Tyler.
That's one of those situations, though. Look how bad he got beat at the line right there.
Yeah.
He only grabbed him so he wouldn't get sacked. I mean, that is obvious holding. That dude, this defensive line is ridiculous.
And Tyler, educate us on who number 63 is, because we were talking about earlier. Bakhtiari and the other guy were out. So is 63 a rookie? Is that
He
you
was
know.
the guy that just held on that last play. He's the
No,
offense.
no, I know. I just meant to be like, obviously he's taking the place of an injured player right now for the Packers line.
Oh,
I just
gotcha,
want to know
gotcha.
if he's like a rookie or if he's like, just the backup.
Brian Branch getting carted off the field.
Yeah.
Second round selection out of Alabama. Young, talented player. I hate to see that.
4th and 9, and I just want to. Oh,
Ooh,
they're
he
going
licked
for
his
it.
lips. He licked his lips.
That means he's ready to have sex. That means he's ready to bone.
And that means he's ready to fuck lions. Here we go.
4th and 9.
Oh, and he is gonna have
makes the throw and the catch. Wow, with the rush
Don't
coming in,
touch
and it was
me.
like I think it was a 4 or 5 man rush. Either way, he had a guy in his face.
Yeah, the Lions were totally banking on sending enough pressure to disrupt this play, but
Yeah.
good job on Jordan Love recognizing it and then delivering it in the right. This is a magnificent throw, man.
And Jordan Love,
That's-
whether he was there or not, he was making that throw.
Yeah, that was to me like the Packers are playing football again.
Point of no return. They get stuffed at the line. Maybe a half yard there. Maybe a half yard.
You gotta love what you're seeing right now.
Bestiality from Jordan Love there.
Yeah, after he converted on the first down, I'm like, and they will have. And then I'm like, no, I'm not going to take it that far.
I'm not. I can't.
Yeah,
Just spiritually, I can't do it. And Steve, I just want to show this from Steve real quick because it was at 4th and 9, but he said it looks like a field goal drive.
Well, ask him again because a lot's changed.
Steve, you're wrong. How fucking dare you be wrong on a suggestion? How dare you?
I'm just kidding, Steve. But when he said that when the Packers were like on their own 31, now they're on the 3-yard line.
He was trying to call it.
Yep, and that's what we're all trying to do. So 10-27, so that takes it down to a 17-point game with an entire third quarter to go. I mean, you're just one defensive turnover away from making it a 10-point game going into the fourth. Like,
yeah,
I know I sound like an optimistic, but like, is this how you see the game? Like, this is how I see when my team is down. Like, if the Packers weren't about to score right now and the Lions had the ball and they were in field goal range, like that changes, the game's over. But because the Packers deferred and they're about to punch it in, it changes the entire dynamic of this game. And let me know, is that too optimistic? I don't know why you'd freak out about a 17-point game,
This is exactly what you're saying, just like you're a defensive possession away if you score a touchdown. This is how I look at Bears games. So I am just optimistic as a Bears fan.
I think that's where I get it from too.
Yeah. And look, as someone who hates the Packers, I'm not even going to sugarcoat it. I hate the Packers. These games, they're so like I'm so very like neutral on, like I don't really care about the outcome. I mean, I would prefer the Packers to lose, but I don't really look at it in that way. I kind of look at it like, man, the Packers suck right now. They are really bad right now. Like Jordan Love does not have enough time. Other than this drive, he has been pretty shit the first half. I kind of just go off of what's been going on recently, but if this was the Bears game, I would be thinking exactly the way you're thinking.
Yeah, I think that's where I get it. I did that at the Dolphins game, and it was true all the way into the third quarter, and then it just got out of control. And it's like the fact that Green Bay's about to score is making it seem like, hey, it's not that crazy to think it now. You say it at halftime, and it seems crazy, but then, hey, they're about to score now. That's literally... It's like they've done as much as they could do up to this point in the second half to get back in the game. And all of a sudden, it just seems possible again. Bears Commanders, why do they keep doing this on primetime? No one wants to see this mother effing game.
Second year in a row.
I know. The Bears and last year, it was like 9-12. The Bears had that touchdown, but it was a drop in the end zone. Remember? It was like the Bears were going to win.
Yeah, it was so bad. No, they had a touchdown. Unless that was against another team. Anyway, I don't
It was like
remember,
a Thursday night boring game.
Yeah, it was bad. Second and goal here for the Packers. I think they're going to hand it off here. Yep, they do. Oh, no. Oh, wide open. Christian Watson touchdown. Wide
Let's go.
open.
Let's
Wow.
freaking go, man. I love that play. I love Christian
Wide
Watson
open.
getting involved. I love the 12 play, 86 yard, 6-minute, 43-second drive, Green Bay. Matt LaFleur pointing at the field. There's something he's not happy about. I think they may be wanting to go for 2 to make it a 2-possession game here.
Oh, they
you get
the
the 2 points. Yeah, you get 2 points. I'm going to celebrate with my new vape flavor called OG Kush.
Kush. You're such a fucking nerd, dude. Oh, let's see. Packers going for 2 to make it 11. Jordan Love rolling to the right.
Oh,
Wide
he's
open
back.
Again. Wide
Romeo
open again.
Dobbs. Oh, no, that's Reed.
Jalen Reed.
Wait, why am I a dork? I gotta know.
OG Kush. That's such a that to me. That's such a junior year in high school thing to oh, dude, look at this OG Kush.
Look at this OG Kush I got.
Oh man, wide open for both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Packers are scored 11 now.
If it's not broke, don't fix it.
Exactly what you said, dude. They came out. You said they're going to have a touchdown drive. That's exactly what they did. They got 2 points at the end of that. They're looking a lot better. Jordan Love is making better decisions. LaFleur is making better calls here on the offense, getting Watson, getting Doubs, getting Reed involved. They're running the ball a little bit more with Aaron Jones, which is exactly what we said and exactly what Tyler wanted. And this is what happens. You get a touchdown. That's what happens at the end of a drive. You take 6.5 minutes off the clock. You go down 86 yards and you get a touchdown.
Yeah, and the 2-point conversion being a success to me is just all right, this is awesome. And now tight end Musgrave, the reason we saw 85 so much is because Musgrave's out. He had a concussion.
Oh.
So for fantasy purposes, you're looking really good.
That's good for me. Darren Waller just needs to score better than 1.1, and I think we're good.
Yeah, you're asking
but also,
a lot.
Hopefully Musgrave is fine. Never root for injuries.
No.
Let's see, they're taking
unless you're a Raiders fan.
Oh, unless you're a Raiders fan, that's true.
They root for injuries.
Gets to the 28 for the Lions here. They're going to start at their own 28 here after the kickoff. Let's get to the comments here. Steve said I posted it after you called it a touchdown drive. So, Steve, you're wrong, and we're going to call you wrong. So you're wrong. You're wrong. You're a loser. He
was being honest. He was like, I posted it right after you.
Oh, God. Ginger said, hell yeah, Kyle. OG Kush is the bomb. If you know, you know. It gets you higher than giraffe pussy.
Oh, my God. I'm using that.
1st and 10 for the Lions. They're going to run it with, looks like, Gibbs, or was that Montgomery?
That was Montgomery.
Okay, that was Montgomery. Get about 4 yards. They're going to be 2nd and 6.
Yeah,
I'm said such a nerd, and he also smeared someone's priceless helmet by smearing the Brady signature on it.
Why do we keep saying that? I didn't smear it. I was like, "Are you sure?" Because it was in a case.
Look. Steve miscalled the field goal. Let him have this one. Right?
All right, I smeared. Come on, Laporta.
Oh,
it's gonna be a check down to
Jahmyr Gibbs,
and also Quay Walker.
And he lost 5 yards on that one. That's
all right.
not.
This Packers team looks like they are ready to play this second half.
Look at that Packers fan.
I cannot underestimate how big getting off the field on 3rd down would be for the Packers right now.
Yeah.
Bad for me and Sam Laporta. Good for this Packers team.
100%. Let's see. It's going to be 3rd and 12. This is a huge 3rd down here for the Lions. Jared Goff takes a snap in the pocket. Completed pass. Oh, not enough. About 4 yards there for Amon-Ra St. Brown. The Packers hold.
Packers are coming back. They're coming back. Yeah, they score and go for 2. It's an 8-point game. There's 6 minutes and 35 seconds and counting in the 3rd quarter.
Yep.
This Packers team, I could tell, man, when LaFleur came out and was like, I looked at him in the eye, man to man. I was like, okay, finally.
I was embarrassed.
Man, so cool.
What a short punt. Gets to about the 30 at the Packers. Good field position. Let's be honest, right? Like, good field position there. And like you said, dude, great start to the second half by the Packers.
Scoreboard.
Yeah, that's true. What was I going to say? Yeah, great start. And that's exactly what the Packers defense needed. They needed the offense to go on a long drive, get them rested, even more so than the halftime. And what happens? The defense does a 3 and out, and the Packers have the ball back now at the 30, at their own 30, with already the momentum of the touchdown and 2-point conversion to go down the field again and score.
Yeah, it reminds me of like in Madden when you're the home team. It only takes a little bit to swing the momentum fully. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like if the Packers were in Detroit right now, I wouldn't say they have the momentum yet. I would say it's trending that way. But being at home, a touchdown, a 2-point conversion, a long drive where Jordan Love only misses 1 out of 9 throws. Yeah. And they score and then get the 2-point conversion and then the 3 and out at home. That's a full-on swing of the Palladium or whatever they say.
Hot hand, baby, hot hand. Steve keeping me honest. Rick slagging on his scoreboard duties. You're right. My bad. But Ginger's got my back. He's a few ranges deep, Steve. Got to give him a break. All right, let me update the score here. I love the community we have, dude. I fucking love Ginger and Steve, dude. I fucking love these guys. There awesome. You go, Steve, you fucking loser. You thought it was going to be a field goal? It was a fucking touchdown. You
should have updated 27-6 with like, that's what Steve thought, and then put the real score underneath.
Yeah, exactly.
Swing of
the pendulum.
The pendulum. That's what I was trying to say. Thanks, Ginger.
Thank you, Ginger. See, always keeping us honest.
Yeah.
Always keeping us on track. Ginger, Steve, thank you. Tyler is gone, it seems. Tyler's just gone. He's like, I don't give a shit. They scored.
I'm out of here.
They're still gone.
He was so mad that I was like, don't.
Steve?
I love it. He was so mad. I can't verify this, but in my world, I'm in a makeup. He was so mad that I said that they should keep Jordan Love in the game. And look, I mean, was it that
what happens?
Is what Green Bay did that crazy? They scored on one drive and they got a stop on defense like that. To me, 24 points is just, it's nothing. It's a blink of an eye in this sport. Like, it's not that hard. It just doesn't happen that much, but it's not crazy when it does to me.
And they took maybe a minute off. The Lions did off the clock, and they have the ball again. Oh, that's
a backwards pass.
That was a backwards pass. Lucky for them, it went out of bounds.
That's going back far, man. That's like that is not the play.
Is that 6-7 yards about?
I think it looked closer to 10, man.
Let's see what happens. It's second down either way after a pretty bad play.
Let's see if that's clearly behind the line of scrimmage. Thank you. What is it?
Yeah, you're right. It was about 10. I think they're looking at a 2nd and 20 right now.
Cheers. I got a vodka something.
There you go. Cheers, baby boy.
Man, she's the best, right?
2nd and 21.
Oh, it's awful. Never mind.
Lions rushing 4. They still get in Jordan Love's face. He overthrows his receiver.
Damn.
Dude, even with 4 guys, the Lions pass rush is so good. They're still getting in Love's face. Like they're doing really well this game.
Yeah, and it was a loss of 11. So it was kind of, I don't know if I agree with the play call. I mean, I understand the big play, but I think if they would have gone for something mid-range, like 7 to 15 yards, that would have been a little more practical. But 3rd and 21.
Yeah, 3rd and 21, not what you wanted after, your defense did what they did. But let's see if they can convert here. Lions pass rush. Oh, good pass.
Good pass. Do you go for it here? Do you go for it?
You're still pretty. They're gonna go. They're gonna go for it.
I think you do. It's a tough decision, man. It's like you're not wrong no matter what you do here. You're feeling
Wow.
good. You're feeling like, hey, we threw the ball that went 11 yards back. The second play, we missed that
Oh,
throw. They're gonna
they're
punt
punting
it
it.
here.
Yeah, they're gonna punt it here. Smart move, I think. You know, you scored that touchdown coming into the second half. You know, first drive out of the second half, and your defense did what they did. You got to trust your defense here.
Yeah, and there is
Flag.
a flag here on the return. Um, we'll see what that flag is, but yeah, you don't love this if you're the Packers, but I guess the message for the defense is, hey, if we were going to come back in this game, it wasn't that we were going to stop them once or twice. We have to shut the Lions out in the second half, and that's got to be the attitude moving forward.
So far, so good. The Packers have outscored the Lions in this third quarter. even if it's only been 8 points.
Yeah, honestly, all they need is one more touchdown without giving up one before the quarter ends. And they don't even need that, but to feel good about the score going into the fourth, where like if you were just tuning in right now in the fourth, you wouldn't think, there's any blowout that took place. The Packers are one touchdown away from that.
Yeah. It's going to be a flag on the Lions for holding, but they are going to get the ball first down, I think halfway.
Boo, referees. Do you know Green Bay was voted the best city to live in America by USA Today for Green Bay, Wisconsin.
By who? Steve will see in a bit.
I looked it up on like 5 different sources, and they all had Green Bay at number 1. So just going to Google, if you type top cities to live in America, U.S. News Real Estate, this was published this year. Green Bay, Wisconsin's at number 1.
What the fuck?
That's the first one that comes up. Then if you go to...
No way.
Dude, have you been to Green Bay? Because I know what people love about Green Bay. It's one of the most diverse cities I've ever been into, because it's literally like everybody from different cultures that are like, hey, I want this one thing. Like, I want pad thai that reminds me of being in Vietnam, and they get the real stuff. Like, it's everywhere you go, there's just like a mix of so many different cultures, and there's any type of food you can imagine is there, and everybody's just really, really nice, and the weather when it's not winter is not bad. Like, you go there, Madison too, man. I love Madison. They got the college town right there.
Yeah, I can see that.
Madison's, I was just there in July, or no, it was August, and I was like, man, I've never really enjoyed Wisconsin in the summer, because I always go for the playoff games, because it's like I want to go to the frozen tundra. I don't want to go in August. But I went because my uncle had that wedding, and I was like, Green Bay and Madison are very just – I felt happy there,
Yeah. I just – so this real estate one, it says, to make the top of the list, a place has to have good value, be a desirable place to live, have a strong job market, and a high quality of life. Out of the top 5, I would pick Boulder, Colorado.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
what I would want.
Dude, Boulder's always been my home. Like every time I go to Boulder, it's like, wow, I'm finally around people that don't tell me I'm reading too deep into it. You know what I mean? Like throughout all of my life, people are like, it's not that deep. And I'm like, everything's that deep. Every decision we make is deep.
Oh, man.
And in Boulder, they're like, yeah, of course it's that deep.
You're like, yeah, bro, you're not wrong.
And it's like, well, I sleep at rocks. And they're like, which ones? I have quartz. And then you're like, did we just become best friends? Yeah.
All right, we're back. The game is back. Lions had about a 2-yard run there. I just want to give a shout out real quick. Vic Ceballos, welcome. Cheers to you. Thanks for stopping by. Lions 2nd and 7 there. So it was a 3-yard run. Let's see what they can do here. Let's see.
Come on. Laporta, 87, lined up at the top of the screen.
Here we go. 2nd and 7. In the shotgun, they're going to hand it off to Montgomery. Oh, good hole there for Montgomery. He gets about 6 yards, I think. Looking at it,
short. He's going to be a couple yards short here, which is a convertible third down. They say like 70% of third downs that are 2 yards or less are converted, but like 40% of third downs are converted. So you're in a great area right here, 3rd and 2. You can run it, you can pass it, you can take a shot.
Real quick, Kyle, do they get this first down?
Yeah, they do. Okay. They throw a slant to St. Brown. I want him to get it to Laporta. A little flat rep to Jahmyr Gibbs.
They get the first down. There you go. They get 3 yards, enough for that first down of Gibbs.
Yeah, you're not getting this Lions team off the field on 3rd and 2. You're going to need to do what you did last time. Have some kind of negative play or have it die at the line of scrimmage. Maybe an incomplete pass, 3rd and 10, 3rd and 9. This is a good offense. 3rd and 7 or fewer, I like their chances of converting. 3rd and 2, it's almost a certain.
And I like what they're doing here, right? Like Jared Goff, after the last drive, staying calm and collected in the pocket, makes that throw, gets a first down, new set of downs. There we go. Montgomery with the run. Oh, sheds that first tackle, gets about 5 yards down the run.
And it almost feels like for Dan Campbell, he's thinking, this is my game to lose. So if I come out here and I get cute and I throw the football, I'm giving a chance for the ball to get tipped. I'm giving a chance for Green Bay to intercept it. But if we just put our nose down and run the football and be tough in the second half, we can just win this game by burning clock. You know what I mean? And I think that's what they're trying to do here is just be tough and don't make mistakes.
100%. Let's see. 2nd and 5 here for the Lions. Gonna, fake the handoff there to Gibbs. Goff looked like he wanted to go long. He gets sacked. Oh,
there it is.
No.
And Brooks, number 94. That's the negative play that you need for Green Bay.
That's going to be about 3rd and 17, I think.
Yeah, and not 15? To, bring clock into it in the 3rd quarter, but when you're trying to mount a comeback, the clock is important. And if you don't get this sack here, I mean, you're looking at the Lions going on this drive, going into the 4th quarter. You really need this.
Oh, he had St. Brown kind of open there, but all right, 3rd and 15. Kyle, do they convert?
I'm going to say no here. This is where
they're going to do a draw. Running back draw, Jahmyr Gibbs. Yeah, definitely not. Definitely not.
And
that play.
That alludes to what I was just talking about 2 plays ago about the conservative game plan here. Make the Packers earn it, right? You trust your defense. You're not going to throw a ball, risk a sack or a fumble, because a pick 6, less likely, but a fumble 6, that changes everything. Just run the football, take more clock down, for sure. Take it into the 4th quarter here.
About a minute left here as they go for the punt. I don't know what it is with this Lions punter. This guy sucks. This guy sucks at punting.
Yeah, and this punt return is kind of pissing me off too.
Yeah.
It's like either return it or get out of the way. This whole like, am I going to dip my toe in the pool? Is it cold? Is it not cold? I don't know. It's like, dude, either get it or get the fuck out of the way.
Yeah, don't be near it, because we saw what happened last time. You almost lost possession there on that punt, but this Lions punter sucks. I got to say, like, you get it only to the like, I'm used to seeing punters getting it inside the 20, inside the 15. This guy, what's that? What's that mean? This guy stinks. You know what I mean? Oh, everybody in the chat, thank you guys for joining us as we're getting into the end of the 3rd quarter here for Lions at Packers. Lions are up 27-11. The 4s are almost up, but not yet. Don't want to be premature about it.
Pick number 4, my lord.
Number 4, my lord. Oh, my wife would love that reference.
Oh, God. I love her more now for loving that reference. You know how I feel about Shrek.
Yeah, Shrek is the shit. And for anybody in the chat, go check out Star 6 Media on YouTube. Kyle just put up a short of him wearing a Patriots helmet that was signed by the entire team. And Steve, one of our regulars here on Only Football, said he smeared Tom Brady's signature. Can you believe that? He smeared the signature on his.
All right, he's in my head rent free. I'm like going in to see if I touched, because I was so sure. Like when he took it out of the case,
I don't think
dude,
you did.
I was like, "Are you sure?" And he was like, "Yeah, you can put it on." And I was like, "Okay." I was like holding the face mask very tightly. Like I was
Yeah,
like, dude,
yeah.
I'm holding something that's worth like $50,000 minimum. I'm curious, but it's rude to ask, but I want to
See,
know.
Steve, in regards to the punting game, as a punt returner in high school, coach said to be a center fielder, just fair catch it if you have a question about it and do it. Muff it. That's exactly the type of like how you should go into it, because the Bears, I know the Bears have had problems at punt returner for a while now. Like before they got rid of Tariq Cohen, like ever since Tariq Cohen's been off the team, every punt returner we've had has been rough. They've either like fair catched it when they should have like at least gotten a couple more yards, like they let it go. They make mistakes by staying around it and touching it. Like, what the hell, man? Like, you know what I mean? So yes, 100%. If you have a question about it, fair catch it. If you got a good read on it, try to take it to the house.
Yeah, Packers getting the ball back, though, with the Lions not getting any third quarter points is huge. They need a touchdown drive here.
Yes. Outscored them 8-0 in the third quarter so far. Going to give it Aaron Jones here on the rush. About 3-4 yards there on the rush by Aaron Jones, going second down.
Yeah, and I respect it because the play, just the running the football here, it opens up so much. And the Packers know, like, they don't have Mahomes, they don't have they need to stay balanced. Like, this game is not that crazy. Get one touchdown here. I don't care if this takes 9 minutes of running the football. Make it a one possession game with 10 minutes left in the fourth.
Yep. Got 18 seconds left in the third quarter. Completed pass by Love. They're going to get the first down at about the 47-yard line.
That'll take us to number 4.
Four's up. Four's up.
Packers are going to pretend that they're going to snap it. Look at them. I love how they really try. It's not going to happen. Give up.
Oh, they snapped it.
They said they were going to say. They're taking a deep shot. Oh, my God.
Oh, he got it. Oh, he's inside the hot zone. He's at the 9. There's no way.
Oh, God. Dude, I don't know if they got that snap off. I know that they let it happen, but I just don't. I don't know. I got to look at this. You know that if the Lions lose this game, this is the play. Dude.
What?
And that's Reed again, number 11. Dude.
Wow.
Was that not Aaron Rodgers-esque? That whole
Probably, but
line taking a shot.
The fact that they took a shot there at within a second of it being over, that's amazing. And I wish that's something every team would do, because you almost expect the defense to expect you're not going to get it off. You got the snap, you threw it deep, and it worked out. That was an amazing play call.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Wow.
That was just I didn't think that they were going to be able to line up that quick, but I'm used to watching Broncos games, man. It's not my fault. It takes them 40 seconds to snap the ball. So
you're fucking telling me, dude. You're telling the Bears don't even snap the ball. They're like, we're just going to the fourth
because
quarter.
I get pissed off when they run to the the line, and then it's like they're right about to do it, and then it goes to the end of the quarter. I get so mad, dude. I don't know why. It's not healthy. I'm like, why'd you even make me believe you were gonna snap it? You were never gonna make it. And you see, okay, they can snap it sometimes. I got to chill out a little bit.
I forget which coach this was for the Bears. I don't remember if it was Lovie Smith or if it was Trestman or Fox, whoever it was. But they would have 30 seconds left before the half, right? In the second quarter, 30 seconds. They were going to get the ball back, sure. But they would go out there and would kneel. And I'm like, bro, you have 30 seconds left and you're down by 2 scores. You're gonna fucking kneel the ball? Are you kidding me? Go for a fucking Hail Mary at least. Do something.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that would piss me off. And here, we got last second, snap the ball, get a 30, 40 yard pass off. How is that so hard to do? Yeah,
it's like they're living, all those kind of thoughts that you just explained that we have during a game. Yeah. It's like right now, doesn't it just feel, when you watch a video of someone pressure washing, you're like, this is so satisfying. I have no idea why, but this is awesome. Just seeing a team do what we're all thinking. And actually, it's like, see, I told you I wasn't a or sorry, I shouldn't say that word, but I told you I wasn't an idiot and that I could freaking decide.
No, I get you.
So yeah, it feels good, man.
Yeah, and the worst part is that I'm seeing the Ultimate Rival do this, and I get excited about it, because that's how you know I don't see shit like this ever. That's how you know. When I see the Packers complete a play like this, I'm like excited. I'm just like, wow. All right, but here we go. Fourth quarter.
Do you hear that, guys? He's a Packers fan now.
No, shut the fuck up. Don't you dare.
You're going to catch this touchdown pass, Romeo Doubs.
First and goal. I would go Watson in this one. First and goal inside the hot zone for the Packers. Jordan Love with the hot hands right now in the second half. Let's see if they can get a touchdown here. Looking left. Oh, he was out. I think he only had 1 foot in.
And it's Reed again, 1 foot out of bounds. Camera crew runs onto the field trying to get the shot because they thought it was a touchdown. This is a great ball. You can see the communication at the line of scrimmage right here. They're not going to show it, but Jordan Love, he was telling them exactly what to do. I like to see my quarterback under control. Throws the ball where only Reed could get it. He gets the back foot just a little out of bounds, and it doesn't matter. 2 feet out.
Yeah. All right, second and goal inside the hot zone for the Packers. Empty backfield. He's got 5 wideouts. Who's he going to go to, Kyle?
I think it's going to be something in the middle with the tight ends.
Oh, he's rushed QB.
He's going to do it himself.
Touchdown.
I see that middle was wide open.
No. Packers. Touchdown with Jordan Love with a QB draw. Great play. Great play calling there. You spread out the offense, have the defense thinking something, and then you go in with Love.
You guys like when I do that?
I didn't hear anything.
Really? Oh,
yeah,
like the frequency might be too high for the microphone.
Maybe. Did he do a Lambeau leap at least? Like, come on, dude. You gotta get that love.
No Lambeau leap until you bring it back. He knows he owes the fans more.
Good point. Here they go, going for 2. They're going for 2 here. They're trying to get to 19 points. Oh, again with the option.
No!
Did he get through?
Wait a minute. What if he fumbled it? Who's got the ball? You can't fumble it.
She didn't call it yet.
That's her.
The ref said
She's a
nothing.
line judge. Her name's Erin.
Erin did not say anything. Oh, he gets stuffed. Knees are down. Nope, he didn't get across. He didn't get across. Hey, good attempt. Good attempt, though. Damn, what a hit, though. I don't like that Jordan Love's doing that, especially with the arm extended, because look at the way it kind of he landed on his right arm there too. You gotta not like that as a Packers fan.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
Let me see that one more time. No, you can't. No, Jordan Love's gonna be fine, dude. You got to remember these Packer quarterbacks. They wait for like 4 years to start, so not a lot of tread in the tires. They're young, man. Their bodies are good to go.
Look at this.
There it is. I knew it. I knew it.
Yeah.
I take it all back. They shouldn't have called it. Yeah, no, didn't it seem though, like in real time that ball like was snapped and they just kind of let it roll? They're used to Rodgers getting away with it. The 12 men on the field
getting away with it.
Yeah, they're just like, yeah, that happens here.
Yeah. Yeah, we're Green Bay. That's kind of the way we roll.
We're like how the Philadelphia Eagles false start every play. We're like,
yes,
we snap
exactly, exactly. Wow. Well, I mean, hey, the 2-point conversion didn't pan out, but they're only down 2 scores, which is way better than being down 4, which they were going into the second half. They're going to kick it off to the Lions. Lions are just going to let it go into the end zone. Great second half by the Packers. They have outscored the Lions. What is that? 14-0 so far?
Yep, 14-0 for the second half. So Green Bay on their way. We'll see if Tyler decides to come back. He might have turned the game off.
Tyler, if you're in the chat, dude, you got to say something.
Yeah, dude, we're worried about you, to be honest.
Unless he's doing this on purpose, because ever since he stopped commenting, the Packers are on the way back. The Packers are on the way
Wow,
back.
that is some fan insight right there.
Yes. That's literally me with the Bears. 1st and 10 for Jared Goff and the Lions. In the pocket, going to give it to, looks like Montgomery. Montgomery going to get about 9 yards there. Good play call there.
I think he might have only gotten around 7. It looked like his right foot might have went out
Shut up,
before.
Shut the No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, he probably did.
Oh, wait. We'll meet in the middle. It was an 8-yard gain.
Oh, okay. All right. I like that. 8-yard gain.
Yeah, I mean,
2nd and 2.
the
I was
Lions
correct. 8
gotta
yards.
the Lions got to get some points in this drive to try to
Yeah.
put a halt to this whole thing.
Let's see. At least a field goal, I think, would be enough. Gonna give it to Jahmyr Gibbs. Jahmyr Gibbs is gonna get the first down there. Good play call.
What's up with the? I understand the conservative call here, but I think now that Green Bay has kind of put up 14 points, I think it might be worth maybe diving back into that toolbox and finding some of what you were doing in the first half. Maybe get Laporta back involved.
Yeah, because like you said earlier, and it's only been 2 drives for the Lions, but it's been a lot of conservative play for the Lions so far. Jinja, I'm still here, fellas. Lions aren't giving it away. Jinja's already calling it a dub for the Lions. I love it. See, he's going for the pass, gives it back to Montgomery. Montgomery, there we go, baby. That's what Montgomery does. He gets 12 yards and gets a first down.
He's such a Bears fan. He's like, that's what my old guy does. That's what my old guy.
That is what the guy who is no longer on my team does.
And if he still did it, but for my team, we'd probably do a lot more. That's me every time I see Von Miller make a big play for the Bills.
I bet. That's when you can't let go, man. It sucks. I'm sure it sucks. All right, 1st and 10. They are at the 47-yard line, trying to get into Packers territory. They give it to who else? Montgomery. And he gets to the 45 yards of the Packers.
22 fantasy points already.
Jesus Christ.
Montgomery. I don't know if I mentioned this, but in my league, he was actually released into waivers. Can you guys believe that?
You mentioned that. You definitely mentioned that.
Okay, sorry. Just want to make sure Andrew really feels it.
Oh, good call, though. Good call. All right, 2nd and 2 for the Lions in Packers territory. Let's see if they can get some points out of this. I mean, it's looking like at least a field goal. Jahmyr Gibbs gets the call, just gets back to the line of scrimmage, maybe half a yard there.
This is the biggest 3rd down of the game, and I'm not just saying that. This is on the fringe of field goal range, like Rick said. You get the first down here. Yep. It's 3rd and 2, so the Lions are likely to convert. But if Green Bay is able to come up with a big stop here, it changes the entire game.
It is. It does. Let's see. Jared Goff, come on, baby. I believe in you. I believe in you, Jared. Let's go.
He's not even a Lions fan.
Shut the fuck up. 3rd and 2 for the Lions. Hand it off to Gibbs. He gets the first down. Let's go. Good play.
You got to come up with that stop, man. It's 3rd and 2. I understand the linebackers are trying to stay honest in case there's a play action. But it's 3rd and 2 in this situation, and they run the football. And look at that right there. I think 73 coming up and getting 2 hands on Quay Walker right here.
Oh, yeah.
That is the difference in this play. Walker's got to not be so reactive and be proactive.
Yes, 100%. 1st and 10, new set of downs for the Lions at the 41 of the Packers. Fake the handoff. Jared Goff looking long. There is that Josh? Is that Reynolds?
It looks like it
Reynolds,
is, yeah.
With the catch and a first down.
Come on, Sam Laporta. What the hell? Get him in the game.
He already missed 5 points in the 3rd quarter. He's got to give you 10 this quarter.
Yeah, I need 10. All I need is a touchdown. That's all I need.
The Packers, you could see the line bid on that run, on that fake run play. Let's see. Does he get control of this? Oh, yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
It's fine.
3 catches on the day for 69 yards.
Oh, yeah.
What are you talking about?
Let's see. Gonna hand it off to Montgomery. Oh, I wish he would have cut left. He probably would have had a few more yards.
Is he all right? Oh, Is he all right?
Yeah.
It looked like he was holding his leg.
No, I think he had his leg up.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he should be fine.
It's my investments, you know.
JJ
It sounds so fucked up when you really think about fantasy. You know what I mean?
Oh, 100%.
I got money on him. That's how the owners feel. You know what I mean?
100%. And I forgot to update the score. Steve's out to get lunch, and he forgot to hit me up. Let
Hit
know.
me.
2nd and 7. Oh, swallowed in the backfield.
Did Steve say he was getting lunch?
Swallowed.
Somebody should let him know what time it is. Steve, brother, that's dinner.
Oh man!
You know that
this
because
is-
there's the phrase "out to lunch." Oh,
That's
he's
true.
out to lunch. I
He's
thought
out
you were
to
saying
lunch.
that. Like,
Steve's
no,
out to lunch.
you better be getting a grilled cheese sandwich. If I hear any dinner foods when you get back.
3rd and 9, a little over 9 minutes left here in the 4th quarter for the Lions. This is a big 3rd and 9, but if they can get at least a field goal out of this, I think it's really, really good for this team.
Yeah.
All right, they're gonna hand it off again. Again?
Yep.
It's gonna be a 4th and 2.
When
It'll
you
be a
can
4th and 2.
drain half of the 4th quarter and score a field goal, I mean what do you want to? The analytics will tell you that
Yeah.
this is kind of a dagger.
Let's see. Are they going kick? Or are they going field? Oh, they're keeping
No
the offense.
fucking way.
They're keeping the
No
offense. This is a
way.
big play right here. 4th and 3. Lions
Oh my God.
keeping the offense on the field. Let's see how this works out.
Quay Walker's need to come up big right here, dude. He's gonna need
Jahmyr
to
Gibbs in the backfield. Are they going to pass it or are they going to run it?
try to make him jump. They're not snapping this.
Oh, okay. There you go. They're going to take the 5-yard penalty, I think, there. Or did they call timeout? They called timeout.
Yeah.
All right. I got excited there. But it was
LaFleur is
only,
kind of pissed about something. I'm curious. It had something to do with the clock management, but he's over there kind of arguing with the ref about something. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I think maybe it hit zeros before the Lions call a timeout. It's the only thing I can think of. So he's thinking because it actually won't be a 5-yard penalty because they didn't want to.
LaFleur. I don't want to hear it. You got the snap off at the end after the clock hit.
Yeah,
zero.
yeah,
You're
that's
fine.
true.
You're
That's
fine.
true. I didn't know where you were going with that. I was like,
4th and 3. They're gonna go for the field goal here. Gonna go up by an extra 3 points. If they make it, it'll be 30-17. And that's 3 scores the Packers got to make up.
yeah, that 10, 11, 12.
Oh wait, no,
Two
yeah,
possession game.
no,
Still.
it's a 2-possession game. Yeah, you're right. But that's if they can score
two touchdowns in 8 minutes.
and make the 2-point conversion.
They have all 3 timeouts. It's all still possible.
Yeah.
They gotta get a quick one though. No more than 3 minutes.
Here we go. Kick is up, and it is right down the middle. Lions up 30-17.
Yeah, I was gonna say like in this situation, you really want 5 minutes on the clock if you're gonna have to kick it back off. I mean that kind of leaves everything open. So, I can also see though the Packers if it takes 5 minutes like. It's hard to explain. With the Denver Broncos, they don't have any big shots downfield. With the Bears, it's probably similar. With the Packers, we've seen a couple big shots. But if what they have to do in this situation is score a touchdown, if it takes 5 minutes or 3 minutes, you would like it to be faster. Maybe one big play like the last drive, the one that shouldn't have counted. One big play like that would be nice because then you're down 6 points. If you get the touchdown, you kick the extra point, you're down 6. And you kick it to them with, let's say, 4 or 5 minutes left, and you got all 3 timeouts. Your defense has already proven that they can do a 3 and out. But wouldn't it be exactly like last year's game if the Packers drive down, score, kick it off to them, burn all their timeouts, and the Lions just run the rest of the game out? I mean, that's kind of what happened last year.
True.
But you also feel like for Green Bay, it's like, hey, we were capable of playing like this in the first half. What the hell happened? You know?
Honestly, and that's kind of what bothers me sometimes with like when stuff like this happens. It's like, why weren't you doing this in the first half? Like you had 2 entire quarters to figure out your offense and you figured it out after the half. And I get it. Halftime is one of those times where you kind of like rally the troops, right? But it's the NFL, man. Like you got to get this shit done early.
Right. Yeah, you especially at home. Especially at home. I mean, you come out, you've only played one game at home. You rallied in that game. You almost feel like this Packers may be getting comfortable with this second half rally identity, but they need to scratch all that. That's really cool and cute that they're good in the second half. But how about let's put an emphasis on starting fast moving forward?
Yeah, because like you said, you can't get comfortable doing this. It worked against the Vikings. Oh, there's a flag here. What happened? Oh, I guess it was against the Packers.
Unsportsmanlike conduct on the defense, jumping over the line more than 1 yard, the penalty will be a force. And he's the guy I was saying needs to step up and make the big play. He literally stepped up. He stepped up too high.
He literally stepped up.
You just don't get this commentary anywhere. They're like, I know. That's why we watch other places. Green Bay's got 4 penalties for 31 yards. Detroit's got 8 penalties for 70. So Green Bay, 4 penalties. That's pretty disciplined, I got to say, for an entire football game.
Tyler's like, this is why I left. All right. 27-17. First and goal for the Lions. This is huge. They're going to run it with, looks like Montgomery again. He gets about 3 yards there on the carry. They are at the point of no return, baby. Point of no return.
I think it just took me a full 15 seconds to end my buffering and realize how big that penalty was.
Yeah.
Because once they snapped the ball, it finally clicked. I was like, oh.
Oh, shit. Ginger said bullshit. That's why we watch you guys. Thank you, Ginger. Appreciate it, man. Thank you for the love. Always appreciate you. I'm gonna cheers you with some water. We get it, Kyle. You have a drink. It's
Sorry.
Second and goal. They're gonna hand it off again. Oh, he gets stuffed.
Yes.
Behind the line.
Yes. Sam Laporta time, baby.
No longer in the point of no return. They are in the hot zone at about the 7-8 yard line.
You got to throw it here, right? And you don't have to do anything. You're the Lions. You can kick a field goal.
That's true. And they're taking more time off the clock, in the process.
Yeah. So what do you think, though?
I think you have to go. I think you have to throw it.
Be aggressive here?
No.
You were aggressive last year, so you kind of raised the standard to aggressive.
I think they're going to run it again because they know they're taking time off and they can get the field goal at any point in time. Yep. See, there you go. There's Montgomery. Montgomery gets so close for a third.
This would be a disrespectful go for it. Do you think they do it?
Yes, I think they do the tush push.
I don't agree with it. I kick the field goal. I don't care about this. Whatever this little ego thing, thank you.
No,
come on.
No, they're keeping the offense out there.
No way.
It looks like it, unless they're trying to make them...
In the odd chance that they don't get it, this is such a stupid fucking decision.
Here we go.
Sorry, this is dumb.
They're doing the tush push. I think they're doing the tush push.
No way. They don't have the right
5 seconds
setup.
on the play clock. Montgomery is in! Montgomery is in for his 3rd touchdown of the night. Lions score 33 points. Wow.
David Montgomery moves up to 30 fantasy points.
Wow. God, I wish the Bears still had him.
It's not cute anymore. I don't care that he's on my bench. It's turned into anger. Why can't we just change them after they score? Why can't we just update our own bench? Why? That's what I want. I want us to be able to play every single player on our bench and set our lineup at the end of the week.
The kick is good. The Lions are up 34-17. Double the score of the Packers.
Very good. Did you figure that out all on your own?
I did, actually.
That is double. Sorry. That was me. I just thought it was funny.
And we got Steve back in black, bitches. I love it. Steve, you're back just in time. What that penalty was huge. And it was Quake Walker, which we had talked about earlier in the stream, needed to step up, stepped up, but in the very worst way. He jumped over the center during the field goal, and that's what gave the Lions the ball back inside the 10.
Yeah, stepped up in the absolute worst way. That to me, that's kind of the dagger right there. So I'm going to show you guys. My dad just got back from Ireland, and he got me this Viking shirt. I'm like, Dad, why do you? He always thinks I like what he likes, and I'm like, when have you ever seen me wear a graphic tee like I'm a youth pastor in the early 2000s? Like, look at this.
Dude, that's awesome. I love that.
I know.
What are
I
you
actually
talking about?
like it.
Yeah.
I actually like it. But when I first opened it, I'm like, that's a lot going on. I'm a very simple t-shirt kind of guy. I don't like my shirts to say too much. But this is awesome, right?
Yeah, I like it. I like it.
So for the semantics of the Broncos Bears game, like, how do you want to deal with this? Is it rude to be like, yes, touchdown Broncos? Like, you know what I mean? Like, we should probably hash this out live on the air.
No, I'm glad you brought this up. And last year I had the live stream of the Bears Lions game with Alex from 3 Up 3 Down podcast. And I was being nice, you know, I was just being like, yes, all right, touchdown Bears. No, all bets are off. We're going ham for our teams. The only thing I don't like, and that will get me really mad, and I'm sure you're the same, is if I'm like, fuck you, Kyle, we scored, you suck. Something like
No, I don't do that.
Yeah, I will cheer for the Bears if they score a touchdown. I'm going to be, you know, very, very vocal about it, and you do the same for the Broncos.
At the Dolphins game, my brother at the end, he goes, "You handled that way better than I thought." And I'm like, "What did you think I was going to do? Like, want to fight?" You know what I mean? I'm sad. I'm defeated.
I will fuck you up.
I want to fight when we win, not when we lose.
No, I'm down to be like very vocal and like, yes, we scored, but none of that like you suck. Fuck the Broncos. Fuck
I'm just
the Bears.
not like that.
Yeah. I don't like that much. Me and Kyle have a buddy who's a Saints fan, and I remember I watched the Bears go against the Saints, and he was very in my face about it, and I remember snapping back at him. And this was in person. This wasn't.
And he doesn't even care as much as you do about the Bears.
And it was very much it was in person, so this isn't like over a computer screen. But he was like, we scored in my face, and I was like real quick to be like, I will turn this game off. I swear to God. Hey, there you go. Taking the kickoff and back to the 21-yard line.
So the Lions likely to move up to number 1 in the NFC North. Still early in the season. Mm-hmm. I mean, honestly, any one of these teams, if they were to get it together, could win this division. You have a 3-game lead, right? Mm-hmm. Lions are looking like the favorite. They look like the most complete team, but it's early enough where it's not really that big of a deal. It's not November, you know.
That's true. And it's not late November, especially late November. 1st and 10 for the Packers, a little under 6 minutes left. He gets that pass completed for 5 yards.
Yeah, and at first I was like, you want to get that first touchdown when it was a 2-possession game by the 5-minute mark. Mm-hmm. Now you're at 5:40, so really you need this in like a minute or less. You need a huge play.
All right, they get the first down there.
They'll give that up.
Yeah.
I mean, if that, think about it. I mean, if they give that play up the entire drive, there's still only like 2.5 minutes left after they score. Like,
that's true.
They're just not going to give up the big play. That's what Packers need here. Love got too comfy back there.
He did. He stayed back there a little too long.
Damn. If you're going to throw it away, you get it up there.
That was close.
Love does look, to me, even in a losing game, he does look comfortable to me out there. Like, he doesn't look like, here's a rookie quarterback. Like, he just, I don't know. He almost looks like a long-time backup, which is kind of what he is.
But, I mean, it really didn't look like this until the second half. The first half, we were like, and Tyler, you know, as our witness, was like, he looks like dog shit, and the line looks like dog shit. After the halftime, he got a lot better. Here we go. Love completes another pass. Going to be 9-yard gain on that one. But yes, he has looked way better in this second half. and it's almost similar to what happened in the fourth quarter of last week's game against the Saints, right? He looked more poised in the pocket, making better decisions. The play calling was a little bit better. And there you go. First down for the Packers to their 46-yard line.
A run. I get it. It's 3rd and 1. And without a first down, the drive's over. But it's a 3-possession game. I mean, if you don't get a big play, the game's over. Fuck the drive.
There we go. Oh, long pass.
Oh, he caught it.
Complete.
He caught it.
No way. What a catch. Who is that? Who's 83?
What a mother effing catch. Are you kidding me? What a catch. And if you're Love, you want to get this ball snapped before they can be like, oh, you didn't have possession. His elbow was out. What a fucking catch. Oh, my God. That's what we call strong hands, baby. Got to get the touchdown. Come on, let's go.
Move. Reed there. And
there's shit. There's an injury.
Oh, he gets up. Was that Branch again?
Oh, no.
Branch again. And it looks to be the same leg. It looks to be the right leg again. Or maybe the left.
Oh, right when he tried
there.
to
You
cut.
saw that? Yeah. Branch again down for the Lions.
It's crazy to think about how hurt that these players are playing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like for a guy like Branch, he's like, no, I need to go in. I need to get that one big contract. I don't have time. Like, you got to think of all these unique situations as the Saw 12 trailer comes on. You got to think of how these people are fighting. Like, this is their livelihood. You know what I mean? This is because, like, when he went down, I was like, well, that's all we're going to see of him today. Here we are. You're up 3 scores. I just feel like that's the time for the head coach to be like, no, man, you're not going in this game. You got a little dinged up. I don't care if it's a tweaked ankle. I'm sure he told the coach, I'm good. But this is a young man that just got drafted. Like, you got to understand that hunger and step in the gap and be like, hey, you're going to be fine. We're up 3 scores. We'd rather have you healthy next week.
Yeah.
To me, he shouldn't even be in the game.
I was going to say, and I think after this, they're taking him out because he has been very good this game. And like Tyler said earlier, right? Like, this is just more proof that the Packers scouts missed out on this guy because the Lions drafted him. And again, he wanted Branch on the team, and if he's that important to Tyler as someone who's on another team, he's very important to the Lions right now. So they should absolutely take him out. But I understand that he can be very, very, like, he's an NFL player. He's obviously very competitive. He wants to be in the game to help this team win. But I think with a 3-score game, like you said, it's about that time.
Well, tell Tyler that until he wants Devon Achane and he rushes for 300 yards on the team that drafted 1 pick after you.
Yeah.
That it's not that bad.
Good point, Tyler, if you're still in here. If you're still in here and you're just not commenting because the Packers were on a good
Dude, I was honestly, I was like, if we're gonna get beat by that much, I'm happy that the guy I wanted drafted on my team, I'm glad he went off because it's like, well, at least I knew that the talent was there. The Broncos didn't. Yeah. But I feel good about myself. I feel terrible about the Broncos, but
I feel great. Oh, God.
Have you seen the Michael Jordan movie Shoe Dog on Amazon?
I have not seen it.
Dude, check it out tonight after the game. Sit down with Natalie. It's definitely a movie you can watch it with your partner if they're not into sports. It's really good.
Okay. Oh, we got Jordan Love, 2nd and 5.
Intercepted!
That's it. Over. Game over. And even though it kind of was already, 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
Oh, my God.
Was that Branch? Oh, no, that's not
that
Branch.
Was not Branch, but the Lions have once again made Lambeau Field the frozen tundra.
Wow.
The title-town city, the Lions' den. This is too soon, right? I mean, Green Bay needed this one. If they were going to split the series with Detroit, you want to get that home win again. That was just a miscommunication on Dobbs' part. He was supposed to turn around at the end zone right here, and then he bust out, and the ball was already thrown. Dobbs is super mad. Just a miscommunication. Young
Wow.
quarterback. Can't say it would have made too much of a difference, but it definitely puts the knife in the heart.
See, they're going to give it to Montgomery. Big game already. Oh, stiff arms him into next week. Woo! Woo! What a stiff arm by Montgomery.
Dude, Montgomery, yeah, he looks like the better of the two running backs, and he's getting treated like it.
Wow.
I mean, he's got some wear and tear. I'm kind of surprised. Do you know what I mean? I mean,
Yeah.
I was making jokes about pick him up, but the reason I don't understand why he was dropped was because that Chiefs game, the Lions showed how much volume they were going to give him.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, not only do they give him the touches, but he looks like he's perfect.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He just has that young spring to him.
Like you said, he's got miles on him, but he does not look like it whatsoever.
He's like a 92 Toyota Corolla, but like a really good Toyota Corolla. No, he's better than a Toyota Corolla. But you get what I mean.
Oh my God.
Miles, you got 120,000 miles, but you know that you're not even halfway done. That's him.
Yeah. Jordan Love, 2 interceptions tonight. And it's looking like the Lions are rough. It's a rough game for them, the Lions, right now.
Yeah, they're just going to keep giving the ball to Montgomery here. Third down.
Because I think last year he had, I think the stat that had popped up, the graphic, it said that he had 4 interceptions against the Lions last year as well. I think he came in for Aaron Rodgers. Or maybe 2. I think 4 total interceptions, 2 tonight and 2 last year against the Lions.
Yeah, so one of the guys Dan Campbell wanted to draft was actually Campbell, the linebacker. And I remember because when the Lions drafted him, he was projected to go like 30th or even into the second round. And the Lions, it was kind of cool because I was like, well, at least they're doing their own scouting true to themselves because we get these draft boards. But what the hell does Mel Kiper? I mean, yeah, they're like, they're good at it, but they also got Brock Purdy wrong and got Trey Lance wrong. And they get people wrong all the time.
It's true.
It was kind of refreshing to see somebody jump down the draft board to get somebody early in the first round that was projected to go in the second round. Yeah. And you see the difference he's making in this game. I mean, Packers
Goff takes a sack there.
Packers get the ball back probably at let's see what they. Why is Goff in the game?
Yeah, he.
What is he out there for? What's the point?
Hit there. I think after this, Dan Campbell's got
to
take him out,
man.
Right?
Yeah, I mean he's got Laporta, he's got Amon-Ra St. Brown, Montgomery, Penei Sewell. This is the whole second team's. Ooh. This is terrible, man. If I'm a reporter, he has to answer for this. Hey, you're up 3 scores with less than 4 minutes left. Why are your starters in the game?
And why? And honestly, like, why aren't you running the ball on third down there? You know?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's so fair to ask. You know, I didn't even think about that, but yeah.
But all right, well, 4th and 19, they're gonna punt the ball away, and again, this punter stinks. This punter stinks.
But this returner doesn't, as he breaks a couple tackles all the way to the 45.
35.
Holy crap. It's too bad they're not down by just 1 possession.
This guy stinks.
Was it that bad of a punt? I thought that was his best looking one. Okay, so there's the Denver game, week 7. So they play the Raiders, and then they have a bye week, and then they play at Denver. So that's what's upcoming for Green Bay. Then Carolina at Tampa and at Baltimore. Carolina, that's a win. Tampa, that's a win. Baltimore, that would be probably a really good game come week 6, week 7.
Mm-hmm. All right, Jordan Love still in the game, running for his life.
He's going down.
Oh, he's going down, taking a sack.
Hutchinson is what he's like, literally like Micah Parsons level of disruptive. Nick Bosa, TJ Watt, Aiden Hutchinson. Like, he's literally, I mean, he was a rookie last year. He's about to, dude, like,
Look
he
at
just
that.
goes right by everyone, man.
2nd and 19 for Love. Completes a pass there on the sidelines. Going to be about 3rd and 8. But yes, Hutchinson is so good, man. I think he was
Yeah.
Defensive Rookie of the Year last year, right?
Yeah, he was. DRYOR. DROTHY. Vodka tonic. You know?
3rd and 7 here for the
GRIT
Packers.
grit.
Let's see what the Lions can hold. Oh, that was A+ spelling by Kyle. Jordan Love stays in the pocket, incomplete pass. They're going 40 on 4th down, but
Why?
that was
Just go home.
they are home.
There you go. They're gonna punt it. Here for the Lions leap. I'm not gonna lie.
Wow,
That's like
nice.
super disrespectful. I would never go into the Raiders stadium with some bullshit like that.
Yeah, you would.
It's like, let people have their traditions. You guys have been good for 1
Nah.
year.
Nah.
Calm down. They're like,
Nah.
no.
Fuck them.
The Lions are the Raiders.
50-yard field goal is good.
Look at Matt LaFleur in a 3-score game kicking the field goal. Doesn't this remind you of something? Wait, let me think. What is it? What is it?
Oh wait, was there a playoffs one time that
Seems like it. Seems like it. I feel like Aaron Rodgers is high on oxycodone, laughing his ass off on a couch somewhere. You're like, this motherfucker would do it no matter what. This guy just
my
kicks his
God.
field goals when they're down 3 scores.
Oh my god. One postseason
I mean, it does
win
make it a
past-
2%.
One postseason win in past 65 seasons. Last win, January 5th, 92 versus the Cowboys. Have lost their last 9 playoff games. Insane for the Lions.
Their last playoff win. My 31-year-old brother wasn't born yet.
Wow.
Yeah,
wasn't-
it's like nothing to say. Like, it's just,
That was 90. Wait, it was 92?
God, dude, do you ever worry that like
I was
you're
already born.
in one of those? Well, you were born in 92, right?
91.
Okay. Do you ever worry that you're in one of those time gaps yourself where it's like, what if I'm only in the 7th out of 30 years I'm going to be bad? You know what I mean? What if there's 23 more years to go?
Yeah, that actually. I mean, as a Bears fan, we've been in it for a minute.
We had that one. What? Okay, so what's 2018 to a Bears fan? What happened? Why did that all go away?
So 2018, and we did make the playoffs the following year. Or no, actually not the following year. It was either the following year or the year after that. 2018 was a flash in the pan. The defense was good. We had Mitch Trubisky as our quarterback, and we had a lot of good guys on offense. But after seeing what Nagy actually was as a head coach, it was a flash in the pan, 100%. 100%.
Okay.
And then they made a wild card round against the Saints and just got destroyed because, they suck. David Montgomery continues
Why?
his absolute domination of this Packers defense.
Why is he in the game?
Wow.
Why is a guy that just got healthy enough to play in the game?
Because of what he's done. I mean, he's got what, 30? He's got probably what, like 35 fantasy points now?
It's over. I get it. If it's a one possession game, like all of them, Laporta.
Yeah.
I guess I never really thought about this, but I guess I'm the kind of coach where once the game's over, I don't see why I would risk the injury. The pro doesn't outweigh the con. Like the risk reward's not there, man.
They're about to go down to the 2-minute warning after
Goff?
they call this play.
Goff's in the game too. This is so dumb. What if he?
And we're down to 2 minutes in the fourth.
What if he blows an ACL or MCL in this situation?
I think
like-
they're just going to run the ball, though. Kind of like what we were saying last.
I'm talking about the running back. The running back.
Oh, Montgomery. Yeah, you're right.
Dude,
you're
we
right.
see all the time. Javonte Williams tore 3 of his 5 knee ligaments in a non-contact injury.
Insane.
Like, it's just a very brutal sport, man. There's no reason to take unnecessary risk.
Yep.
And plus, I want to see, like, I feel like football is at its best. Like, imagine this Chiefs-Jets game if Aaron Rodgers was in the game. But no, they have turf. It's like you ruin the games when you just have these stars out. I know it sounds like a capitalist thing to say, but I really do just enjoy seeing these players not hurt. It's also like that,
Steve is saying the coach has him on his personal fantasy team, so he saw the 33 points by Montgomery, and he's like, "Yep, keep him in. I need to rack up these points."
Dude, I'm just so happy we're doing this.
This is so much fun.
Man, I missed you.
I missed you too, buddy.
We're back.
I missed this. I missed Steve. I missed Ginger. Even Tyler. Even Tyler's troll ass. He hasn't been in the comments at all. He does not want to see this loss by the Packers. 2nd and 7. Hand it off to Montgomery again. Gets about 4 yards there. 3 yards.
Yeah, I was going to say, Tyler definitely thinks that the Packers, should have benched Jordan Love. We talked about that, but
yeah.
For the Detroit Lions, I couldn't imagine if he was a Lions fan. I mean, he would be shitting his pants if he saw his starters out there.
Yep. And Jordan Love gets benched in the second half. They don't have 20 points. They might have 10.
Or 3.
Because
that's what they had.
Yep. So who knows?
I mean, you got to build like that. He's a young player. Think of Kenny Pickett last year. Like you roll with him, but you understand that there's going to be growing pains.
Mm-hmm.
And these are some of the growing pains. Like, the Packers haven't got off to really fast starts. Well, at least you have something to work on. You have a whole half of tape now to go figure out, why am I missing these reads in the beginning of the game? Like, this is all valuable time for Jordan Love. Yeah. And that's why in the second half, and that's another reason why you don't bench him is because, look, they did get something going. So now they can have a little contrast. Okay, well, what was working in the second half? And maybe it's just the Lions playing a little more safety, a little more prevent type style. But, he's still too young to waste these type of snaps, in my opinion. And I do think he'll build moving forward, getting better.
And we have to think too, right? Like, what happened in Aaron Rodgers' first 1 or 2 seasons? Everybody hated him. He got booed by Packers fans. And look what he ended up doing. He ended up winning a Super Bowl with him. He ended up being another long, tenured, future Hall of Fame quarterback for the Packers. Like, you got to give Love some time. It might suck this season, even though they're doing pretty well so far. But I mean, oh no, they got the Broncos graphic up right now as the Broncos and the Bears.
Most points in history given up in the first 3 weeks of football.
Oh my god!
Such a stupid stat because it was like 16-17 week 1. It was like, don't make it seem like they just gave up 70.
Yep.
They just had that one game.
Ginger's saying it's good to have the squad back together. It is, Ginger. It is very great having the squad back together. 4th and 3. Oh, complete. That was it. That's the dagger right there. That's it.
The
game.
Dagger happened when Quay Walker jumped over that line, and that was the dagger.
That's true. And Steve makes a good point here. If that defense stops the Lions from scoring in the second half, the Pack is only down 7 points right now, and that's true. It's true.
What do I have to own?
The Broncos thing. I'm assuming the.
Oh yeah. Whatever.
I
don't. I don't have to own that. I don't have to have any ownership over what happened.
Lions take the dub in Green Bay. I think we were both right. Did you take the Packers or did you take the Lions in this one?
I did it smartly. I took both.
I remember taking the Lions in this one.
No, I took the Lions.
Okay.
And then I think I went back and said Packers, but
oh no!
I let my heart get to the best of me.
No.
Yeah, so I'll start 0-1 this week. I'll run the tape. I'm pretty sure. I was like, no, I'm changing my mind. The Packers have to right this ship. And look, if the Packers would have played like they did in the second half, they would have won this game. They won the second half. It wasn't enough, but
they did.
you put yourself in a hole in that first half. The Packers, I mean, yeah, the Lions come in again, they get the win, you feel terrible, but if you're the Packers, you just have to move on to next week. You know what I mean? You don't really have time to sulk. You're one game back. You're a 500 record. You don't have time to really be, oh my God, we lost to the Lions. It's a long season.
Yep. 100%.
And they can, if they do make those improvements, they could be the best team. I mean, they did it in the second half. But this Lions team, here's the other thing. I think they're going to continue to get better. And I can see the Lions being like the Bengals, kind of. How the Bengals ended up making that, stretch. But the Lions are most definitely going to the playoffs this year.
Yes.
And they're probably going to win a playoff game.
They're going to win the division. I called it before the season started. I had the Lions as the division winners. And yeah, like you said, they're going to go to the playoffs, and I think they're going to finally break their streak of 9 postseason games in a row that they've lost if they continue to play the way they've played. So that was the game. The Lions move on to 3-1. The Packers move on to 2-2. Steve said, what was the upset game you called, Kyle? Was it this game?
No, it was the Patriots.
The Patriots, and you called a few more.
I called the Patriots and the Commanders over the Eagles.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yep, so that's what it was.
And then who are the Chiefs playing?
The Chiefs?
Oh, it might have been the Chargers game. I'm gonna look really quick at the
Chiefs were playing Sunday night against the Jets. That's what I think you said, the Jets.
Oh yeah, the Jets. Okay, that was the last one. We all know that won't happen, but Jets.
Yeah. All right, see you, Ginger. Have a good rest of your night. Steve, have a good rest of your shift. Kyle, do you have anything left for this game before we skedaddle up out of here?
Yeah, so next time you guys see me, I'm going to be in Nashville. So
Woo.
I'm driving up to Nashville this week, so I'm super pumped about that. So just wanted to let you guys know, I'll be on the road tomorrow and stuff like that. But no, man, great game. I remember earlier today there was something that happened. I was like, oh, that'll be my Chives. And now we're here and it's gone. Whatever it was, it's completely gone. I think my Chives was going to be asking you, how are we going to handle the Broncos-Bears game? But I couldn't contain myself.
All right,
I probably asked you.
Yeah, well, the next time you see Kyle will be tomorrow for what we're starting. We're calling it Fantasy Fridays. Kyle's going to be answering some questions, kind of talking about fantasy, just doing that thing. We're going to try to see if we can find them somebody to come talk fantasy. We might do Rusty. I think he asked about being on the pod again. So if you want to hit him up, maybe see if he wants to join you tomorrow, give him a time, see how that goes. But you'll see Kyle tomorrow. Saturday we will be off, and then Sunday you will see us on here talking Bears Broncos.
Yeah, that's gonna be a full day of football. I can't wait. Denver and the Bears. I got a comedy video. I will say, follow Rick on Twitter because he's awesome. And now Rick, ANDNOWRICK, and follow me at, what the fuck is it? I'm kidding. FTBLONLYPODCAST, football only podcast, because I do once in a while I make a really funny video and I put it on my Twitter first. A little incentive to check out the Twitter page. I did send you that video about the Broncos and Bears. I pulled both of the press conferences from Eberflus and from Sean Payton, and I made a big joke about it because that's what our teams are. They're a big joke right now. But I'm going to be uploading that, tomorrow. But definitely go to our Twitter and check it out because I think I tagged you in it, right?
Yeah, you sure did. But definitely go check it out. And like Kyle said, follow us on Twitter. Follow Star 6 Media on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Twitch, and Facebook, and _ Star 6 Media on Twitter. Great having Steve, Jinja, Tyler, even though he was gone for basically the entire second half. Vic, we had Frank on here in the comments. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and for everybody else who tuned in, we appreciate you. Thank you so much for tuning into our Thursday Night Football live stream. And we will see you guys. Kyle will see you tomorrow, and me and Kyle and I will see you on Sunday. Bears and Broncos, Red Zone, Sunday Night Football, everything, all football, all the time. Kyle, I'll see you on Sunday, baby.
That's going to be Russell Wilson on Sunday. Clapping his hands. See ya!
See ya!